after 5 tests and 2 crashes and 3 stream rehosts and all of this other crap, we are hopefully back. We do have a 2-minute delay, so obviously testing is a little bit wonky, but welcome back to the Venture Tactics Finals. This is it. This is Exdee. This is Energy Esports. This is for all the marbles. This is for all the money. We are back with Hellbird, Blight, Not a Hero, with some awesome casting, some awesome content for you sitting at home, and I hope you enjoy. Woo! Are you guys excited for this match? I do hope the stream is going to be working by the time the 2 minutes hit, because we are running on delay. But are you guys excited?
No, I'm something else. I'm something else at this point.
After that last game, like my nerves, my soul, everything needed to recuperate. So
yeah. Honestly, I think that I mean this time's been blessed. Honestly, I mean, okay, so no, it's been blessed and it's been cursed because of course the way the stream goes down, never fun. But the Dota has been so phenomenal. I mean, when I think back to the kinds of games we've got to enjoy casting, there's like deaths before the runes have spawned, and sorry, team wipes before the runes have spawned. Like, when do you see that? Like, you just don't. It's been really fantastic, and honestly, I think that we've set this very interesting tone for the entire tournament here, where you have Exdee coming up against Energy in a grand final, where most people would have.
Sorry, we have to remake the lobby, eh?
I think most people thought it would have
it?
been a. I think they need to up. I think there's a problem with the update.
There's a problem. No, they can't select team. They've all reloaded into the lobby now as well.
Okay.
Carry on, Devon.
So, well, I mean, my grandeur is now over, but already, but forget it, right? We'll just say that since the 5 have been. Oh, we're in intermission. Did I hear that correctly? Oh, okay, we're live. Okay, good. Sorry. Okay, so everyone stop. I'm just gonna get this out. Right? We're gonna get there, right? Exdee versus Energy. In many ways, you don't want to say that that Sin 5 are out or anything like that, right? So I don't want to put that. I want anyone to misread what I'm saying. However, it's a massive deal when you have competition like this, where multiple teams are competing for the top spot. So whether or not Sin 5 end up being the best team in South Africa again, right? And they become that team, they win big tournaments again. The fact that there's that competition from these two other sides, and I think WRG in the sidelines as well, mad, right? The fact that there are all these teams that are already coming through and starting to really do some damage and to upset the status quo, it's fantastic for South African Dota.
No, Hilbert, no. Who's taking the goblet? Who is number 1? That is why I'm here. I am here to see who is number 1. After the VS Gaming Finals last year, everyone was convinced Sin 5 is number 1, but Exdee beat them, Energy beat them now as well, which we all know they're competitive teams, but who is number 1 right now? And that's why we're here.
You know, that's the thing on everyone's lips and on everyone's minds in this SA scene right now, and hopefully when we go to this next leg, of best of 3s, we're going to see the best Dota that we've seen in the tournament. I want both teams to be sweating, blood, sweat, and tears. I want to see both sides to be fighting for that urges, fighting for that honor, because that is what we come here for. We don't, like, regardless of how amazing or bad the stream is, amazing or bad the viewership, like, the comment, nothing matters more than that moment where you see those teams in those fights proving themselves on the battlefield.
Yeah, I mean, we won't swear, right? Like, it's all going to happen right here tonight, and I think this once again is fascinating and really important. It's a really important series that we were about to cast here, and oh man, who's going to beat the? I mean, Exdee beat Energy, and now they're, now here they're on this rematch, but on the back of being Sin 5, like, who knows? And Energy must be just how they must be feeling right now is insane.
Right, just a reminder to Andrew to come to the unassigned players, and a reminder for the team Energy to join on the right side. This is going to be exciting, folks, and I hope you enjoy. I myself am not going to be casting this one because we have the fabulous Hellbird team. Check them out. Hellbird Blight, Not a Hero. Some of the best, if not the best casting team that I know of in SA. But, like, obviously props to them because, I know Hellbird as well. So, there's going to be a bit of bias over there. There might be
hate that Hellbird dude, just saying.
In any case, we are just waiting for one last person to join the lineup, and that is Adestam. Adestam, sir, can you join? Can you join, sir? That would be amazing.
He's taking his time, thinking us way there. Oh, you summoned him.
He's recovering. He's recovering after the last game. Still in recovery. No.
Yeah, that
Ready, check.
requiem.
Yeah.
That requiem, my boys.
Oh
That
my
was-
word! I think every single person watching that, aside from maybe the players themselves, were all stressed. I know I had some heart problems watching that from my desk.
We all lost our minds. Like Halbert lost his
Yeah.
mind. I lost my mind. Slacks lost his mind. Like it was insane. Like if that's how this series is gonna go as well, we're in for a treat.
We
Yeah, I
are
think-
in for a
That's how we
treat
want the series to go.
indeed.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one way or another. One way or another. Like this is gonna be so impactful because
So I've just got one
weird
thing to say.
No, shush.
Go-
Me first. Then you
Here
can
we
say all
go,
the important
boys.
things. The
You guys
thing is,
enjoy.
even if there's a stump, not a hero, even if there's a stump, it says so much for our scene because we've grown, and that's fun. I mean, the fact that sorry, now goes because you're probably gonna say something similar to what I was gonna say. Go.
But that's exactly the thing. Like on paper, Exdee is coming into this as favorites because they already beat Energy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
But I
like
think
they already
Energy are
beat
gonna
them.
feel fired up after winning like that. I know I would.
Fired up or drained
I wouldn't be
after a
drained.
game like that. Oh, like I don't know, like
Wouldn't you be amped?
mental fortitude. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
be amped,
like
like
I
mental
think you'd have
fortitude.
such a mental confidence going into this game. With the
And you see completely different bands already, eh? So obviously, once again, these teams know each other. Like there's Death Prophet band out, there's Undying band out, which is very interesting. I actually thought we'd see more Undying because of DK doing double damage to creeps now, so you can actually farm with DK. It's very very interesting.
Hmm.
So Undying coming band out, and then Death Prophet on the other side.
I think in a late
10 seconds remaining.
Blighter, do you think we're going to see Puck or Grimstroke probably first to pick again?
5 seconds
I
remaining.
I definitely think so for either team. If one doesn't get banned, one of the sides is going to pick up either.
But
I'll,
X's got a bit more flexibility with the Grim because Janaid plays the middle as well.
yeah, and we haven't seen it. I think with the new patch yet. So I'd be actually quite curious to see what Baldy
Radiant
goes if
team ban.
he's been watching if he's been
Dire
watching
team
you on
ban.
your mid build and adventures. Clock gets banned
Radiant
out,
team ban.
Yeah.
and there's the puck.
There's the Puck, and I'm expecting a Grimstroke reply, yeah?
And the nice thing
Like-
about the puck is it's flexible.
Yeah,
You,
very
yes,
flexible.
you saw well played, but
Radiant
it can
team
go on any position.
acquired.
Oh, Wolf came through in the Puck as well, hey? Ooh.
I like
No
the next
Hoodwink, no
assassin into puck.
Grimstroke. Yeah, that's probably the reactive pick. They wanted to give
Dire
it to them.
team ban.
So it's going to force that Puck to probably go onto like a pos 5
Oh.
roll. Completely different picks, yeah?
Gee
Like,
whiz. And then no
they had a-
hesitation, eh?
yeah, they probably had a session with their coach in between these games now, and he's like, listen, just do Puck Lifestealer.
Radiant
Like, that's your
team
opener.
ban.
I
Lifestealer
think the
was
last
massively
dealers
buffed.
reacted to the next assassin though.
So Lifestealer is massively buffed, though. Like,
That's true.
his first ability does more lifesteal now, and it reduces percentage HP on the person's max HP. And then because Omelette was buffed as well, lifestealer obviously indirectly gets buffed.
10
So
seconds
I'm expecting an
remaining.
omelette on this lifestealer, and
Do you
I
think-
think he's
do you think-
back.
5 seconds.
Do you think he goes
remaining.
omelet into like Radiance or omelet into Deso, Basher, maybe
think
Sandy
he goes
Basher?
Straight omelette satanic. Like
I think
Void
straight
Spirit
omelet
gets
Satanic.
Void Spirit gets Ag, satanic has a debuff now. Just take the silence wolf and rage. Like
That's
how are you
true.
killing a
Dire team
2800 HP lifestealer with a debuff?
But do you think he's gonna be able to farm fast enough? If it's like counter into like maybe like a Slark or Jug, that's got Battle Fury.
If Depi has a really good lane, like we saw the last game was pretty greedy. He went Battle Fury Deso on the
10
PA.
seconds
So if he
remaining.
has a really good lane, I can't see why he can't do Midas Omelets. Like Lifestealer naturally
true.
benefits from
Remaining.
Midas because of attack speed. It doesn't feel horrible on the hero, and it'll allow him to scale into the mid to late game. If XD can respond to this Lifestealer by just picking a hero that can farm faster, so Phantom Assassin.
Or one that can outfight him. Maybe like
Yeah.
Ursa.
But like even
Radiant
Peel,
team
like
ban.
the Radiance Lifestealer build is pretty dead.
Yeah.
And like, what do you build on Lifestealer to fight a Peel?
See the good bands coming out from Energy. I mean, Weaver, Troll, both very good heroes into the Lifestealer. And I
Does
mean, maybe
Lifestealer
that.
care about Weaver? I guess he gets kited by him, but
10 seconds
I think it's more the
remaining.
bugs, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
the armor reduction. You know, Lifestealer
5
not having high
seconds
armor just in
remaining.
general.
They banned Darkseer though, and then they picked Lifestealer. That's very interesting. What you think?
He doesn't
No.
do well into the lane as
I like playing
Lifestealer.
Lifestealer against Darkseer. Like your lifesteal that you get from the creep wave is it kind of
But
compensates
Iron
for the Iron
Shell, I
Shell
think
though.
Iron Shell got a damage buff in the previous in the patch, and
Did
it's
it?
not a lot. I think it's like 4 damage.
So that's very interesting. But opening with the Void Spirit as well, that's Grenade. We know he likes the Void Spirit pick.
Yeah, but also
Can-
flexible again. I know
Yeah,
Baron Bicep also plays it.
but the hero was like significantly nerfed, and teams are still picking it up. Like I think as like a mid laner, like the nerfs to its
Dire
like
team
base stats and things like were
Storm.
dropped quite hectically.
You think the
Yeah, that's
Storm's a viable ban into Nyx Assassin? I feel like that's like the one year you don't want to play into as Storm.
it's more to secure the Void Spirit this lane because, like I said, Junaid will probably play that Void Spirit, and Storm just craps all over
10
Void
seconds
Spirit.
Yeah.
remaining.
He's like one of the
You think
heroes.
we'll see
Like,
an Ember ban as well
5 seconds remaining.
with these recent buffs? I think Void Sport's also going to struggle in that lane. Also,
they
very
go
good
Ember,
combo with the whole energy synergy. Very
if they
mobile.
go if they go Ember Spirit, it's just really weird. And you've got like Ember Puck Lifestealer, and then your two supports more than likely. I'm expecting this to be a well puck again. Then your two supports have to be either really tanky, or you're putting up too many eggs in this Lifestealer basket. So no Grimstroke,
But I think it's a lot of burst
Grimstroke
though.
banned.
Radiant team ban.
Razor,
Very
that's interesting. It's a good
very
ban.
very surprised to see no Grimstroke ban yet. Clockwork's still in the pool as well. We saw Sue play the previous game with
Radiant
the
team
the
pick.
puck.
No, Clock's been banned.
Oh, it's taken out. Second. Winter Wyvern. Good
I don't
against
know how I feel
Lifestealer?
about that as a support duo.
Nah. I don't like Winter Wyvern in general. Like the hero in the lane just doesn't provide you much.
Radiant team pick.
Arctic Burn cooldown is too big. That's nice. I
Ooh,
like that a lot.
that's a great pick. I mean, even at Tusk Puck lane, that's a very formidable lane to go up into.
I like that a lot. That's probably a soup Tuskar. No, they pause for this
So the
series.
Winter Wyvern does
10
have the heal
remaining.
for the physical damage to block it out.
5 seconds remaining.
I agree with you, but it can also just set up someone to be ice shards out of position.
That's true.
And,
I think
like
Halbert, if Soup plays
Kickied.
anything like Keeked,
Yo,
we in for a ride.
let's be honest. We cast some international Dota recently, and we saw exactly how just disruptive, I think is the best way to describe it, a Tusk can be. So, look, I mean, we certainly aren't shy of skilled players in South Africa. I do think Energy are full of some pretty potent players. I mean, take your pick. Which one do you want on that? Uh, I'm just so down for it. I'm so down for it. I will say one thing though. I do actually like the Winter Wyvern pick. I'm going to be the controversial one, and as the person with the lowest MMR in this chat, I
Team pick.
probably have the worst opinion on it. But I will say this much: I like Wyvern against heroes that buy BKBs. Or now Lifestealer isn't a
there's
BKB
the pick.
buyer, but he occupies the same kind of behavior with Rage. So if you just ulti him, it does a lot of work.
Don't you think the recent nerfs to
10
Timber is going to hurt him if they put like the Tusk lifesteal in a combo lane with Tusk's tag team?
5 seconds
So
remaining.
early last year, Tusk was seen as considered a counter to strength heroes because of tag team. And you can pull 3 heroes into the lane against the Timber and actually kill him with tag team. But he now has an additional extra armor because they nerfed reactive armor. They gave him base extra armor, so it was a little nerf and a buff at the same time. It's a good hero. Like I don't see them killing him. Like if he goes early level Timber Chain with reactive armor, he'll perfectly be fine, and he can actually believe this life stealer. So
What support do you think you want to see out of Energy for the lane with the lifestealer into the Timber?
Disruptor. Disruptor is great. Yeah, it's good against Void Spirit. If someone on your team gets a Yules, which Puck most likely will, you can Yules the Void Spirit into a Disruptor ulti. The Q
Now
from
Grimstroke.
does too much damage. That's also good. Like the silence is really good against Timbersaw. If he has his Chakram out, he can't take the bug off. He has to he also can't pull it back. So if you chuck Chakram out and you silence the Timbersaw, like he's stuck. Like he can't hit the creep. Like it's one of the better heroes. If he's ultied
10
as
seconds
well
remaining.
from Grimstroke, he can't Timber Chain. It's a good
5
response,
seconds
and
remaining.
it's a pretty filthy combo. You've got Inkswell with Puck, Inkswell with Tuskar, Inkswell with Lifestealer,
Would like to point
and
out.
the shard heal from Grimstroke on Lifestealer is pretty ridiculous because when that target gets stunned, Lifestealer will even
Radiant
heal up
team
even
ban.
more just by hitting him.
Yeah, I would like to point out that Energy does have a lot of counter to this Void Spirit. You know, with the Puck and with Grimstroke's ult.
Dire team ban.
So the Grimace goes pretty good both ways. The ulti is pretty good, but it's easy to dodge the bow. Next Assassin can have a really good game here. Like if he carapaces some Stroke of Fates, it's easy kills, like
Radiant
snowballs,
team ban.
these types of things. Even like Puck is a big counter to the hero. But yeah, decent Grim game. I'm surprised it actually went until the
Dire
fourth pick.
team pick.
We've seen the hero has been very popular, and I think Exdee might have even considered running it. Oh no, they can't run it middle. They need a carry. So yeah, good Grim game. So that's TKC on the Grimstroke.
Yeah,
10
I think
seconds remaining.
that Timber picks is gonna be a bit of a problem for Energy.
You
5
I
think
think
they're
if he
going
gets a
for
really
mid?
if he gets a really good game.
I think because that Timber pick that has been picked up, they need to make this a mid puck now. He needs like levels so they can actually do something against the Timber Saw. And
But it
then
can also
Puck
really
is also a
stupid.
decent vessel carrier. Yeah.
So is like, what happens to Timberswall if he's got Chakram out and he gets silenced by Phantom's Embrace?
He just doesn't do anything. Like we spoke about it just now, Halberd.
I'm sorry.
Like you don't listen to us. Like it's rude. Yeah, if he has Chakram out and he gets Phantom
Radiant
Embraced, like
team
he literally has to beg a teammate to help
Hey,
him. I like that a lot.
that's an amazing pick.
So is that a mid snap or offlane snap?
I think that's mid snap.
Yeah,
I think
because Snapfire is
well performed, created so much space with that Puck in the previous game that they'll just leave him on it.
10 seconds
yeah, and
remaining.
like what does Void Spirit do to Snapfire? Like
Absolutely nothing.
that's a
5
free lane for Adam
seconds
if it's
remaining.
if that's a mid. But still flexible, can be an offlane snap as well. So still keeping them guessing.
I mean, they
Making them
could put
hard
the
to
Timber
respond.
into the snap, or would that hurt him?
No, I still
like
think
you
it goes
did-
both ways.
Yeah,
The range on the Snapfire kind of hurts, and Snapfire also has some burst damage. So I think they trade even in that lane then. So when Timber has a hood up, he can obviously start diving the Snapfire.
also good levels for
So
the Timber.
but then they're lacking damage though. Like they need a carry. Spectre,
Choose your
there we
hero.
go. So what were you thinking? Offlane Void Spirit and then Timber Saw onto the Snapfire?
That's what I was thinking. Because I think XD will have a great start if they get this Timber on a on a really good game. Because there's no real major burst for this Timber. You know, if he gets a hood up.
Yeah.
Until like
There's a
later on
mid
in the game.
offlane Timber Saw. I like it. Like Grimstroke can obviously be annoying in the lane. But I don't think he should die unless he misplays. Junaid on probably one of his favorite heroes. He's one of the Void Spirit spammers in the SA. But like I said, the hero was nerfed a little bit. But he's basically going to be a walking silence this game. I'm expecting him to maybe do an Ags rush or even like Yules into Ags. But I don't know. Will Yules be efficient here? You're
I
playing
think
against the
it's
Puck. You kind of need
fine.
to.
I think you do need the you need the debuff from the silence. Because I don't think Ags rush. I think if he has a really good lane, which I'm not too sure, into the Snapfire it's going to be maybe a 50-50 trade. Maybe then you rush the Ags.
The Spectre pick is expected. Okay, let's see what I did there. Spected.
Uh, that's horrible. Oh my word. I
But
think the
yeah, I guess they're
Spectre
making him the
Winter Wyvern
Spectre pick. Like
good lane combo though. Winter Wyvern Spectre. Maybe no
so,
lockdown.
Spectre's kind of untouched territory at the moment, but the Fusel Blade was buffed. So does the Haunt Illusions also receive less diffusal damage now? I'm not sure because
I think
it's
they
less
count as
on
illusions,
PL.
don't they?
Yeah, they count as illusions.
So surely it's the
So I'm
same.
guessing.
Prepare
Yeah,
for
but the
battle.
main hero is going to hit harder. So I'm actually seeing maybe it's like a diffusal manta build inspector. We've been seeing a lot of diffusal mantas in the pro scene as well. Manta's kind of back as an item since they reduced the attack speed on the Yasha. So SNY those items not so much anymore. We're seeing more Mantas. So Diff Manta maybe on Spectre. I don't see a reason for him to go Radiance this game. So Diff Manta, be a nuisance, jump onto this Grimstroke every fight, and just like kill him off. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
the haunt
that's
into
a big
Puck
one.
is not going to be nice for him if he has if he has a diff. Like Puck, mana
Mm.
draining him, it does a lot of damage. He's not a very tanky hero in general in the early stages.
Yeah, like the moment your Haunt comes out, Puck needs to orb away.
Yeah,
That's kind of
so it's
instead
like a
of being
defensive
aggressive.
orb.
Yeah,
30
so that's
seconds
something.
to
It looks like they're
battle.
actually gonna want to fight this one.
Ah, my turn. Okay, I've been very quiet. I know my place. I know my place. It's apparently to ignore my analysts as they it could have made me a better Dota player. But anyways, jokes aside, Soup
Oh, B,
gonna
B's in
find
trouble.
out B here, and he's gonna try and walk him down. Tag team activated, and B. I don't think he's gonna be first blood. I think he's gonna get some help out. The stun does come on. In fact, he
he's
gets
dead.
put on the edge of the Inkswell, but
not
it's
dead.
not quite enough damage to finish the job.
The battle begins.
Dodging laser beams at this point. I mean, even Puck's getting involved from the sidelines. Welp wanted a
I need to get
permanent
3
piece of that.
Deppy just dancing over the rune there by picking it up with the lifestealer taunt. That's great. Look at that. That's the best taunt in the game.
And I think they're gonna leave the bounty in Dire's side, for the bottle rush maybe.
If I just want to say, if you want the best taunt in the game, you actually have to have Lightstealer to do that whilst like counter steering. It's amazing.
Oh,
Just right out the
circling
time.
the other way. And then it's
Exactly.
like a
so he
complete
just
glitch.
sits on the floor throwing a tantrum. Same with Mirana, by the way. Those heroes that run circles just have a good old time. Anyways, top lane. What do we make of this one? Soup at the moment, just hunting the lane. Can he make something of it? Yeah, we'll see Baron. But
It's a hard
besides-
kill though. Like
besides it off.
he took Inkswell level 1. I don't see them killing this. Yeah, TPing out. Timbersaw next, extremely tanky, both of them. So Barrett opting for the Willing Death level 1. And just so much damage. Look at that. It's just bullying Lifestealer.
Yeah.
That's a
No reactive armor level 1.
that's a hard lane to deal. He does get salved up, so he gets a little bit of help at the very least. Mid lane though. The moment Adestam. Oh, what is this man must be so conflicted right now because he was probably not having the best game of his life, and then he did. Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. So, well, he peaked when the team needed him to peak. So, good old reliable Adestam.
Sun comes out and TKC. He is in a spot of bother as well. He does get the Inkswell down though. Is it enough to save his life? Baron should be able to finish the job and does. There's your first blood. Depi though will get a little bit of damage out in exchange. But obviously this lane's going to be a problem. What do? Do you swap this up? I mean, what's the plan here? I mean, it's going so south right now.
They're also putting a lot of pressure onto the Puck bottom, using the Arctic Burn on him, forcing him to orb, and after he's orb, they're daggering him. So just keeping the spam going.
There is comfort.
Ooh,
Super's gonna
B
return the
opting
favor
for
of it.
early level of Cold Embrace. That's very interesting.
I think it works well, with that against the tag team. I think it's a great pickup.
It's also like you don't want to be skilling Splinter Blasters or Pos 5 Winter Wyvern because then you're pushing out your carry's lane. So I think it's more along the lines of he wants the Spectre to farm safely, not going to push it out, and just going to keep the Spectre top out.
Lane, Depi trying to turn things around here. He will get stunned out. Tries to run down the next assassin, but gets off a good stun. That does interrupt that engagement.
Yeah, so this Cold Embrace bottom is kind of like how you would play Warlock Spectre, and just keeping your Spectre topped up at all times. So I guess that's what they're opting for, just Cold Embracing and making sure he's full HP. Dispersion, doing as much damage as possible.
Bottom lane, they're going to finish off the courier, and Welp in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to be slowed out as well. Remedy sticking on him, but he gets some help from Supia. Tag teams up as well. Can they finish the job? Nice snowball, going to buy even more time. Welp still alive here. Is it enough? Going to illusion orb onto the other side. Now, Soup has an opportunity to turn things around here, and he's just running down his foes, and he doesn't finish the job because, surprise, surprise, Cold Embrace is available, but they're not done with him just yet. Welp returns to the fray, going to orb over again, and the Juke's not going to be enough. Soup and Welp find their own first kill of the map.
Nyx is chasing Snapfire in the jungle there as well.
I
It's like
understand.
the rotation.
I think he's fine here, shortly. I mean, no,
What about-
I don't think he is. No! Oh, both of them! It's so painful!
And he's
Addistam,
got the bottle. He's got the
that
bottle.
is a huge play, and he's been pushed all the way back. There were so many extra love taps there that were just to remind him what just happened, because the job was done. He's going to be forced back to base either way. No way to return to lane. Top lane
That was
though,
very low.
Baron in trouble here. TKC, can he finish the job? Doing a lot of work. This would be a huge turnaround for Ian, but unfortunately, unable to find that kill. So I will say this much: DP's farming okay. So he actually got the highest last hits in the game at the moment. So maybe some of that pressure has been lost in this top lane.
Adam was winning the lane up to that point, eh? Like he was about 7 CS ahead. I think level wise he was ahead as well. And that walk back to base just put Junaid back in front. Like XP wise, CS wise. Like that was huge.
That
by
was the walk
Nyx.
of pain. Losing 2
The
bounty
walk of
runes and then
pain.
having to go back.
And it's a level 2 Nyx just chasing you, taking both your
Yeah.
bounties.
And you got so late HP you can't even punish him.
I love how he got both of them though. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
Yeah.
it's like that they were right on top of each other. And you know, I guess he picked the same ones and just got there faster. I don't know. Maybe it's a melee hero thing. Who knows?
Oh, it was juicy. Water runes coming out. Addistam picking up one for his bottle. He's gonna keep it in there for some region for later on. But this Timbersaw is not
Oh,
doing as
hold
well
on.
as I thought he
Junaid
would.
turning it back on to Addistam. He missed with the cookie, and Junaid wanted to punish it. Gets off a fair amount of damage. Actually, he doesn't he does have his own bottle, but it's empty, so he's not going to overstay his welcome.
They
Well-
killed the next top lane as well. Struggling at the
Without
moment.
any rage.
Welp
Yeah,
trying to
levels
fight
already.
over this Hellbear Smasher, but very, very low. They're going to chase him back low. Does have the healing self, so this could be turned around potentially. But not a huge amount of damage available, and he went for one in the face ship, understandable. But that does mean obviously his nuking capacity is a little bit lower. And a little bit more
Spectre's opting
dangerous.
straight for the blade mail. No boots, no, just Wraith Band, wand and blade mail.
Well, he's going to chase down Soup. He immediately goes in the snowball. Remy's just going to wait it out. Try to, I think, position him awkwardly. Soup is in trouble here, but he's getting support from Welp as well. They try and turn this onto the Wyvern as they do get out the call embrace. Soup, can they finish the job? Remedy needs one more tap and he will get it. Now Welp looking for the cross kill here. But he's going to be chased off once more. Remedy able to turn things around. Phase shift, not able to stop that spectral dagger. In comes the Splinter Blast as well. Welp in trouble. Tosses out the illusion orb and he goes the other way. But into the clutches. What was that?
Mid lane?
Some middle.
Oh wow, Soup right in the thick of things. Junaid in trouble here, staying alive for the time being though, but he is being run down by Soup. He gets away. No, he does not. And Soup still wants to wise deal, and we'll find it. What just? I didn't understand. What just happened here?
A buyback from Tusk, and both mids going down.
And
Like
they've
that.
managed to kill Wild Bottom.
I actually thought
And-
it was a rage buyback from Welp when I first saw it, because it was as Welp died. I just heard that
Oh,
sound
Soup.
effect.
Soup.
Soup.
No,
not Wild.
I thought Welp was the one buying back. It was the timing was so coincidental, but in the end, working out very interestingly here. So
They're
4
bullying
to
this
4.
puck so much.
No, in fact, they
Doesn't
might
have
kill him
orb.
again. He is going to orb all the way back, but not going
He has to run back to lane.
Yeah, he's having a really hard time. They've done incredibly well. I mean, you mentioned before that the Onyx Burn just doesn't allow you to put consistent pressure on the lane, but it's definitely worked out for them here. So far, so good. Exdee in a pretty solid position.
Spectre also has his full power threats coming on the courier. So,
the
and Annoy Lang is just going to be even worse.
Yeah, and the thing is, like a big point, like this Timbersaw is not doing as well as I thought he was. Like he's lacking behind on the CS, and this life
feel
in
like
the
he needs to go
Grimstroke game
back
is
to
actually
base.
bullying him. Yeah, he needs to
Like
just
he's always
top
so
up.
low HP.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like he just needs to get some additional regen, additional mana.
No, just get
And then
a
go from
casual salve and mana potion.
All right, Baron now in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to be able to dodge the stroke of fate, but still not out of harm's way just yet. Hellbent Smash one's going to involve a
Oh,
beautiful disruption.
Bottom lane.
Gonna save that life. Remedy and Soup. They got Welp in there as well. They might be able to bring down Remedy here. He is low, but he does get the assist. Cold Embrace out on him as they try to finish up. The support is coming in. They're going to stun up the Tusk, and globs are flying. Remedy once out, and will actually commit his ulti as well.
Oh, nice dodges.
Does a beautiful bit of work there to finish things off. So then they actually managed. Did they get 2 for nothing there?
Yep.
Yeah, he got the ulti skill from the Tuskar kill, and then he used them just to dodge the Snapfire Mortimer's kisses. That was
Radiant's top
extremely well
tower is
played.
under attack.
And that's
Yeah.
full rotation from the mid that did them nothing, basically.
200 IQ plays in the end. I mean, Adestam wouldn't have enjoyed that one. And it must have been really confusing to deal with. Like, just so hard to adapt. Even though there was another shot available, good luck finding it.
Interesting to see that Adasam's got Axe queued up, not the
Ye-
normal E-Blade rush.
It's
C.
a very interesting build. Like at one stage, the Ags rush was the thing to go, but I kind of think E-Blade is just too strong at the moment, and even in this game.
Once again, re-engaging to bottom lane, they'll find a pretty easy kill. But these are expensive rotations.
It's given United free time, and he's doing exactly what I spoke about. He needs to be a walking silence. He went double null tally, and he's going straight Ags.
Yeah.
So he wants to just like mitigate this Grimstroke Snapfire's impact in the game. Even the puck, he can kill him when he has it. So he's going full on Ags rush.
I think even the
That's also a big-
snowball saves.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a big spike for them.
I think you're gonna snowball and then you're silenced.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So Tusk against Void Spirit is a pretty weird one because like you can kind of like judge where the snowball is going, and then you can put an Aether Remnant down.
Sorry, mid
Oh,
lane,
there
you're
we
going to
go.
catch out Junaid, and there is a lot of silence for him. He's not going anywhere. That Inkswell
good
didn't even get a
execution.
chance to pop, and he was already dead.
Very good execution. Like the Walrus Punch gives them enough time to hit the silence from the Grimstroke. Put one level
Well,
into
this
it.
is like melee
Oh, no,
range clubs. They're going to commit the wave in ulti as well. In comes the Stroke of Fate, but there's not going to be anything to connect to. At this time, I'm going to have to settle for some losses. That's a long cooldown ulti. Mortimer's Kisses isn't exactly shy on the cooldown. I'm kind of
Yeah, and
surprised
it's a
he
big
actually went
spell
for
for
it.
him. It's a big spell for them at the moment as well, because with Tuskar can basically kill anything on the map. Just Ice Shot block, Walrus Punch with Mortimer's Kisses on top of it. So maybe Spectre's a hard kill because he can run over it, Winter Wyvern as well. Timber can chain out of it as well. Yo, they've actually got a lot of escape. But this Lifestealer is having a free game. He's going for the armlet now. Timber Saw is 2 levels behind him. Actually just hit level 7, but Lifestealer is close to 9. They're pinging Spectre bottom.
No, they're on top. They're going to commit the Dream Call as well. Soup in there, leading the charge. Remedy is trying to find his way out, and almost away, but just being controlled so beautifully. We'll get to the tree line though, and the support is coming in now. Well
There's a
played,
silent
Remedy,
killer.
hiding in the tree lines. Can he make it happen? Looks like they're going to back out here, but Baron, he wants to get a little bit more out of the deal, but in the end, he's out of mana. Does have the Soul Ring, and he will try to get some damage out onto Soup, but in the end, not going to connect. They're going to have to be satisfied with just keeping their Remedy Spectre alive.
That was an ambitious kill, but Remedy also knowing the limits of the hero. Oh, they're still going bottom.
I haven't given up on the chase team. Soulbind does come out, and now Baron, he's trying to hold it on and fight directly man to man up against Soup, but the snowball comes out. This time it's Remedy's turn, try help up, and at a stab, he's hasted out, comes from the sideline, wants to get involved in this, cookies forward, but doesn't quite connect, doesn't matter, finishes the job anyways, and now they're going to bring in the Wyvern, the curse comes out, it's a pretty good one, might be enough to kill Soup, not quite, and Soup will be finished off by Remedy, who immediately goes straight back onto Adestam as well. The fight rages on. They're going to be able to connect with the Arctic Burn as well, but Whelp goes in the sideline, deals a huge amount of damage, and he is being spotted as well. Inkswell from TKC, beautiful body block. Huge amount of work he did there to save his cohort. And now Remedy trying to back off. He's being globbed, and it's all going to be revenge, because Adestam, who should have been dead if not for a beautiful TKC play, gets the kill instead, and now it's Dix's turn. Being run down by Deppy, finished off. Good night. And it's not over just yet. Whelp is still hungry, and they're going to find even more. But this fight,
What a play.
pretty happy broken down, guys. What just
TKC body block.
That TKC Inkspell on themselves, just running into 2 heroes, saving Adestam, allowing them to get the turnaround with the blob from the Mortimer's Kisses. That was crazy. And Lifestealer's about to finish off his armlet. Phase boots. He's got a full Orb of Corrosion as well into armlets at 13 minutes. He's getting big. We were concerned about what he's going to go to keep up with the Spectre's farm, but they didn't really draft a hero to out-farm this Lifestealer. Spectre is not the fastest farming hero in the game. And yet, like Blight mentioned, Spectre's going Blade Mail first item, then we'll probably see a Manta Diffusal. But I don't know if he'll be able to keep up with this Lifestealer.
I think a Yasha would have maybe been the the better item just to go for. Just give him some, because he eventually builds it into Manta. Just give him some, faster farming ability.
The blade mail allows them to farm ancients with this
Hold
version.
hold on. They're gonna manage to find some new friends here. Soup leading the charge. Will commit the Walrus Punch, but he has to realize that they are going very, very deep for a support hero. They do have the Life Stealer, but he gets off the ulti. Doesn't matter. The Rage was there, but it does connect now. So they're gonna lose their friend, and this is buying some time. They do manage to bring in Junaid and Renry, but looks like they don't want a piece of this. Deppy is going to connect, and he's got the Ink Swell as well. They're going to try get out with the special damage, but instead they manage to catch Junaid. He is very, very mobile though, and will buy some time. They're going to bring in the cavalry now. The support is their beautiful Rage from Deppy. Such high skill stuff coming out here, and hold on, Junaid thought he was out, but he's going to have to do some more work. Caught up by Warp's Dream Call as well. In comes a Stroke of Fate, and they will find a very big pick off here. Remni has just been poking around, trying to find an opportunity, but they do get caught up by the Inkswell as well now. Nothing ready to follow up, but they move away in tandem. They should be fine, but they do want to potentially re-engage here. And return of the OG, we have the respawn here of the first death, and it's going to be the repeat, as he doesn't get to offer much value now. And Remdi, very low, also should fall here. One hit required, and it'll be there. On the back lines though, back towards the tower. Soup still fighting on here. They're bringing in everyone though. They're gonna start charging up. Baron trying to flee, trying to find some place of safety. They're gonna get some damage on Soup, and they get the Impale, but it's not quite enough damage. So in comes the Mana Burn, and that'll finish the job. Adastam though, Ink swallowed up. There's gonna be that Spike Carapace pop though, but it's actually just well timed. And Whelp, he's gonna be able to do the damage with the Illusion Orb and still make his way down to Roshan, because screw it. It's all about efficiency, right? What a play! What is this game?
Well,
Just
all
chaos
they
at the moment.
you know, well, how you deal with Timber, you ignore him and kill his friends.
Yeah, the problem is Baron Bicep is not far ahead enough. Like 15 minutes and he just picked up the hood now at the end of that fight. Like you want your Timbersaw to be a nuisance in the game at the moment, and he's not a nuisance. Like he's tickling these heroes. Tusk is a strength hero, which is naturally good against. Oh, they're actually going on the Wyvern.
This poor human being. I mean, that is actually brutal. That is 3 deaths, pretty much on spawn.
Adastam has his axe. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with that. Are they gonna fly Tusk in?
They're
Or
gonna
the
fire
Master Healer?
Tusk.
I
They're
mean,
definitely gonna fire. Or Grimstroke that installs himself.
is this
And
not the play where you
flies.
get like some sort of infest play, like
You get
everyone
it
just
taunt during the air
sitting
though,
in the
so
slide
it
Adastam?
has
Yeah,
to
it's gonna
has
be-
to be Tusk
it's
or
gonna
Light
be-
Healer.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Oh,
task.
there we go,
goes
the Tusk.
Call it.
Where's he going?
Oh,
Nowhere.
nowhere. Done with you.
So I would like to see Infest and Tuskar, Inkswell Tuskar, and then firing him in. That would be great.
Surprise!
Make him an-
You know,
make
against
him
the
an
Wyvern, I'm
anime
not sure
warrior.
this is a great idea. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Make him an anime warrior.
Okay.
So they need to give some space to the Timbersaw. Like he's the same level of the Nyx. Nyx like was level 2 for a big part of this game, but like he's a level behind his Timbersaw now. Might have taken the tome as well, but they're going on bottom.
They're not gonna kill him though.
They bring in the puck. They bring in everybody. There are some options here. Baron
Boots of travel
realizes he needs out. At the moment that level discrepancy is showing, they're going to commit the Dream Call to it. Hard target to bring down. They do bring the Tusk. They're going to connect with the Snowball as well. And they're just keeping him in the spot. I mean, they've actually done so well here, and they might get more for their trouble as well. To get the Spike Carapace out, but they're caught out here, and they're brought down. At the moment, Exdee really starting to keep up with the pace. Adastam finally joins the fray physically, and he's going to find himself involved in the next kill. 3
But you can
really
see-
easy looking kills.
You can see Energy's intention here. Like Whelp on the offlane puck wins first item Boots of Travel. He just wants to be able to be in every single fight. No Blink Dagger, no Witchblade, no Urn. They're playing as a Timbersaw. Is Tuskar going Urn? Yes, he's got it. Okay, so like they just want to keep the tempo up on the map. So Whelp's gonna be roaming around every time he has Dream Coil. They're gonna secure map presence. You can see like he's infested into a creep there. But this Lifestealer is big. Like I don't see how they kill him with Armlet Deso at 17 minutes. And he's
Tusk
got
is also
chunky
opting
power.
for the Spirit Vessel, so you know, you think your Timber just comes online and then here's a Spirit Vessel. You know, surprise.
Yeah.
I don't have a Timber, where's my tank?
So Timbersaw is in a weird place at the moment. The hero's still very good, but you always want to be playing from ahead, and he's nowhere near being ahead at the moment. He's only 700 gold above TKC on the Grimstroke. Like that's a farmed Grimstroke. What's this going on here?
Also, Junaid kind of like, you know, his farm seems to have slowed down. He had a really good, seems like they have a really good start, and I think that, you know, kill on him kind of really hurted him to get that Axe Rush.
So this Axe Rush is a spike for them, but I think they needed the Void Spirit to do a little bit more on the map early on. I know they rotated for those bottom fights, etc., but Energy just kept bringing more bodies.
Are scanning.
They do have a Spectre. He's got Blade Mail Yasha now. Can farm Ancients with the Blade Mail. Doesn't really care.
Radiant's top
Dispersion will
tower
take it.
is
He's
under
going into the
attack.
Manta next. And look at Energy, like just moving
Radiant's top
as a
tower
unit.
has fallen.
Whelp on the other side of the map because he's got Boots of Travel.
call?
He can just...
3.
Oh!
Mid lane, they're gonna
No
pop a
follow-up,
couple.
though.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing
Radiant's top
available.
tower
They
is
were
under
pushing in
Keeps the
top
tower
lane.
alive.
But they do find a stack.
No, they're going to enjoy this. It actually was
Oh,
enhanced, I
that's
think. I think I caught TKC actually making that a bigger stack. So they had every intention to farm that one. And they're
they
getting
got some-
bounty runes. It's just,
And items just being dropped.
I think Ian are probably having a good
I'm
time in
excited for them.
this area.
Yeah, it's only 5k net with this one, but it feels way more with the freedom they can move around the map.
Radiant's top tower
This
is under
next needs to
attack.
start making some pick-off plays, but he's just got nothing to follow up with. Like, ideally, your next wanted to be hunting with the Timber Saw behind him, but the Timber is a little bit behind. Like, what is he going next? He's actually going Heaven's Halberd next.
We
try
even
and get it on the
hunting with the Void Spirit. But I mean, I guess they're waiting for his axe.
Yeah, like, if he dies now,
Dire's
like, it's
bottom
crucial.
tower
He's
is
so
under
close.
attack.
Lifestealer opting to go for the AC, and when I feel like that's just gonna be another, slap to the face for Timber.
Yeah,
It's also the tower potential because he's got the Desolator. Like, you know how fast they're going to be pushing with this Deso AC? Like, just melting through towers.
I also just feel like how do you kill the Lifestealer then?
You don't.
Actually,
Like,
and
they
looks
just
like they
take
want to
that?
engage onto life, so they control him beautifully, and they should be able to bring down Fortune
Okay.
off anything to this fight. So that's a big pickle for XD. They do. They do
Oh.
pause. Hold on. We have a moment. We've lost a flappy boy, but he will be back. I don't actually think he's going to be part of this fight, to be perfectly honest. But it looks like, just looking at the direction, he's heading back towards base. I think it was kind of like a guys, something's missing from this conversation on Discord. But okay, so everyone's got time to think now. So analysts, you're up. What happens next?
Junaid
Tell
just
us the
picked up his
secret.
axe, so,
So
definitely
that was-
definitely going for
that
that
was-
power spike now.
It was really good execution by Exdee though. They shoved 2 heroes into the top. The Spectre ulti for the vision gain, and then when they saw the Lifestealer that was kind of out of range from the rest of his team, they instantly jumped him and popped him.
Well, they got the soul bind off, but Junaid goes deep in. He's also got that DD, so he's going to hurt a lot. But Soup kicks him up in the air with the Walrus Punch. He's going to be able to put him straight back into the fight, though, and they should be able to really just bring down one task pretty easily.
Fox coming back in.
Even that was quick. But at a stab, he goes straight back in. But the curse is so good, and they're just going to beat down and Puck. He's silenced, he's brought down. XD, all of a sudden, they want a piece of the action. You guys have looked good for too long. It's our turn now, and they're going to bring down Adestam as well. Can they finish off TKC? He wants out. He'll get out, fortunately, but that is a very, very small victory because that was all XD. What a huge reveal with that axe.
Yeah, that Axe doing so much work. He caught the Lifestealer there. He caught Adestam here at the end after a beautiful Winter's Curse by V on the Winter Wyvern. That was a great play by them. Just isolating their targets, queuing their spells correctly. Lifestealer going back to ancient farming now. I don't know if this Axe is going to be the thing. Like, you need something to get the silence off of him. Like, he's going to be tanky as hell, but they've got burst. Like, if he can't rage, Timbersaw can kill him at all stages of the game.
Timber opting to go for the Albert now.
Yeah, like
That's
once
gonna
more
help him.
tools to deal with Lifestealer. It's just to deal with his Lifestealer. Like, they probably like saw he's queuing up the AC because he's got the plate mill already in his inventory. So okay, if your entire board's relying on hitting us, like, I'm just gonna even salvage you. But Rob is making so much space on the map. Like, these Boots of Travel blink daggers, shoving out the lanes, seeping to other lanes. They're pinging. They want to run at this.
Yeah, there's the fight going down, and the vision is being provided. There is a sneaky man around who's seeing everything that's going on right now. But guess who gets caught out again? But he does manage to get the curse down. This time, however, it's really just try and flee. But even that's not going to happen. He does survive a little while longer with the Cold Embrace. But now they have vision, and they want to find a little bit more. They've caught a big one, Junaid, and he's going to be bound up as well. They find him for free in the end. He didn't get any damage out. And Deppy and Co, they want to finish the job here. 3 down.
Radiant's structures.
Energy respond in kind.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think Beyond the Winter Wyvern hold the ulti there for maybe a little bit too long. I don't know if it's a lag issue, But like he saw the Lifestealer right next to the Tuskar, and I actually think Lifestealer would have killed him. Like he could have just ulted the Tusk because the Nyx was giving him vision, and that Tusk would have been down. The fight might have changed out differently, but just like smooth execution. When that doesn't go out, they instantly isolate the Winter Wyvern. The ulti is wasted, and from there it's free reign. Great ulti by Adestam, or the nice little rocket in on the Grimstroke with Inkswell on top of him. By the way, just saying. Onto 2 heroes, Grimstroke gets the Soulbound in afterwards, and it's just a complete like demolish of Exdee in that fight.
So you really
that's a
enjoyed
good
the little
mantra.
caveat there, like with the Inkswell.
With the Inkswell,
With the
he
Inkswell.
Inkswell himself, and he shot him in.
Start him out with 2 explosions.
Oh, we do like explosions. Alright, mid lane. Tier 2 tower does fall. And Adestam,
double
he
up.
good cross and scoop again. He go on to Baron, but I don't know if
There's
he's
a creep
committed to
wave.
this. Nice
No,
with
they
this.
kept the creep wave on
Immediately
live on
pushed it
purpose.
back.
That was a great little play. Like Adam didn't
hold
nuke
on.
the creep
This
wave
isn't
because he
over
knew the
just yet.
Tusk wanted to snowball.
They still might want a piece of this. Chakram goes out, doesn't connect though. Oh no. That's a scary. There is a scary. And they're gonna bottle it.
Oh, Lifestealer DD.
Okay.
They see that.
So, Smoke broke because of the Nyx around. He's going to toss up one with the Yules. Do they want this? They do, in fact, go again for the green ball. They're going to get both supports caught out here. Welp does manage to find the Wyvern as well. So, Soup and Co. are going to find some free kills here. Energy
That's
once
right.
more. Do they just take Roshan here? I think that's what they probably
There's a
do. But
gobble up.
hold on. Deppy, he gets disarmed though. And Baron is able to put enough distance between them to avoid further aggression. He's going to try to keep this lane pushed out with the Chakram. But of course, that does mean that Roshan is on the table. And they're going to lap it up. 17 seconds without a Wyvern ulti. Why not?
It's getting rougher and rougher. Like they made some cute little plays in that mid game, killing the Lifestealer all first. That's allowing them to like actually fight back. But if this Lifestealer stays alive, it's so hard to fight. Like that last fight, he did have a double damage. I think he 2 shots at the Winter Wyvern. It was.
AC up now as well for the Lifestealer.
He's going Basher next. I kind of would have liked the Satanic build, yeah. But Debbie just opting to lock heroes down and keep punching at them.
Why don't
Spec
they
now
want
opting
to
to
Eye
go
of
for
Sauron?
the diff, which I think
There
is
you
the
go.
right build.
It's like the Eye of Sauron. Just they didn't want to kill it. Because it's got such a good name.
The
Oh,
spec is so
Century
far
War.
behind.
The Eye of
Oh.
Sauron. We can find another one somewhere. There you go.
Like
Far good
I
to
understand
enjoy.
why he went the Blade Mail and the Spectre, but like this Diffusal Blade, like I think needed to come out a bit earlier.
You think
Like, he's
maybe
going
first,
Diffusal now.
first item? Because it does
Like-
give you
like-
farming ability.
Kind of what you said. Either go Yasha into Diffusal or do the Blade Mail into Diffusal, but finishing the whole Manta, I kind of think is he might have suspected that he's going to have some space to farm, and the energy wasn't going to like run at them.
Maybe a
like,
better game
non-stop.
of the Timber Saw, but clearly
Yeah.
we're seeing. I think it's the Timber nerfs. Him not being as strong to be
He
able to fight into like
He
the
just
Lifestealer.
didn't- He just didn't have a good lane. Like he was like 15 CS behind the Lifestealer, like I think 10 minutes in.
Oh wow, they're going deep here, and they do get the Dream Call if it's just onto the Wyvern and he stays alive. Does he have time to get the curse off? He'd love to, but he's being controlled and it is brought down, and they're bringing in the cavalry! Out goes the Impale though, and they will find the first kill back. It's on the Tusk, and they find the second now, onto Adestam, and they possibly get more here. Deppy, he's in deep though, he has that Aegis, remember, they have to keep fighting, they just can't do enough damage. Junaid will survive, just barely, and they're even gonna commit the ulti from the Wyvern to buy some time. They bring down the Aegis. Round 1 done, but it's not over just yet. Welp comes straight back in to help out. Beautifully timed Impale will buy them more time to apply themselves to Deppy, and in comes Junaid. He wants to find some more here. On the back lines, he goes on the puck, and he'll bring him down instead. TKC trying to TP out on the sidelines, and he will get out. So in the end, they aren't quite able to get as much as they could have, but they do defend well, and they bring down the Aegis. They prove that they can kill this very tanky Lifestealer, but it's going to take some effort.
It's like I was a
little
bit
bit-
optimistic to dive that deep.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous as well. You've got AC Deso on the Lifestealer with Aegis. Why not just let him hit the tower? And they just decided they full on committing. They got some kills. They forced buybacks as well, which is very good for them. But I do think they could have maybe taken a tier 3 if they just played that a little bit more composed. But probably a bit angry that Exdee beat them in the previous series. So wanting to put a staple down now, play a bit of mind game, saying that hey guys, like we're gonna run at you, we're gonna kill you over and over again. Like you're not gonna be allowed to play Dota.
Titan Sliver for the Lifestealer.
Do you think you give that to the Lifestealer over
Who else
all
would you give it to?
Oh no, Orb Destruction's on Radiant side. My apologies. But also, that
Yeah,
Orb of
some-
Destruction is great, but they don't really have anyone to use it. So, like, Void Spirit sent it back to base. Like, he doesn't want it.
Yeah, you're not
And-
gonna have. He doesn't want to be right clicking too much in a team fight.
Yeah, and your Spectre kind of wants an item that's gonna give it more HP for the dispersion to proc.
Well,
so, well,
Guess we caught out again. This
you-
man is just always being targeted. I guess Energy have a bone to pick with him, but looks
but
like
it's also it looks like they keep killing this Winter Wyvern over and over again. But his positioning is actually allowing his cores to stay alive. So
he's
it's not,
tanking the gank.
yeah, it's not nice.
Oh, hold
but-
on. In they go again, and they get the silence from Junaid. He's forced to pop his BKB just to survive. Is that his...
That-
It's this big one as well, the 9-second, which he gets very little
that
value
was
out of.
9 second.
I guess for him though, he probably cares most just to dispel silences and, you know, for the time being to get away from pucks. He doesn't have Ags yet, so able to get out of his Dream Coil.
Look where Remedy is farming on the Spectre. Like, he's cutting their creep wave so they can't push with the Manta, and then he's just farming triangle. So it's a very good little play by Remedy there. For new
And he's
players.
opting for the Scotty now.
Yeah, I think it's
I believe it's the right
play.
build actually.
It's getting too
like-
late. He needs something to be able to stand and fight them.
And reduce lifestealers, heal.
Yeah. So a lot of little mechanics, even the Grimstroke Shard, which doesn't have yet. Probably
Not up
probably
yet.
looking at purchasing next.
Top lane,
No,
and
that
he's,
does have an
he's
ignite.
being caught out here. What's he
He's
gonna do? Does he come in? He gets caught up, he's impaled, and there's no way out. Ooh, that hurt. That chain did a lot of damage. I don't know if that was pulled up, but it looked like it took like a quarter of his HP.
Yeah, so that's the nice thing about Timbersaw. Like on these ganks with the next assassin, if he does catch one of these strength heroes, he can make a big impact.
Ooh, there's now
What is he
Orb
opting for next?
Destruction.
Timbersaw is opting for an Assault Cuirass, which I do not agree with.
I feel like more maybe of like Shivas.
Yeah, like more mana for himself. He reduces lifestealers heal as well. Apart from Spectre Scotty, I guess they want to be bulking up the Spectre so you can actually like start fighting people. So the AC for the attack speed aura, but I think Shivas is probably a better item. Yeah, I don't know.
but Junaid
he's
is
playing in the
Junaid
grand
is
final.
opting for the Shivas though. So
Oh,
they're
okay,
allowing,
so
they're allowing
it's
the
covered.
Void Spirit to get the Shivas.
Okay, so they've covered both bases. They wanted more armor against this lifestealer Assault Cuirass plus Deso. So communication by the team, actually a very good call. Like now that you pointed that out, like
There's a
obviously
Spirit
he
Missile up on the
Oh.
tusk though. So that can hurt the Timber, You put that onto him, he doesn't have any way of dispelling it.
Yeah, it's also against the Winter Wyvern heal, can reduce that Cold Embrace heal, so a lot of things going on.
Does
Big
that
smoke
kinda
up, they
justify
wanna go.
going something like the upgraded Yules just to potentially help out a
Oh.
teammate and then also give him
Oh.
that mana regen and dispel himself? Hold the thought because in comes Whelp. Oh no! Oh, it's gone very pear shaped. Did he commit Dream Call? Yes, he did. Oh, Junaid.
They want
How
to turn
good
this
are you
now.
at this
They want to turn this now.
game? Yeah, they do, and they should, and they're going to go straight back in. Chakram goes flying through. They're going to be able to control the Timbersaw, though. Junaid pops a BKB. He wants to try bring down Addisam. Addisam heading for the heals, quite literally. He's going to be able to do a little bit of damage, but he is going to go down. Can they find more? Looks like they are going to try potentially turn this one around on Soup, who's on the back line, but no.
Oh, God.
Goes, Deppy stands and delivers, and he's going to find the first kill. And now Remedy versus Deppy, but Deppy is losing. I mean, not Remedy is losing horribly. They get the sport, and there's the stun coming through.
Shovel.
They're trying to control him. On the back line, they will get out the curse, and that was during the rage, I believe. So a lot of damage is going to be on the table here. Also managed to save Baron, but he's silenced up, and he will be brought down regardless. But the fight is not over yet. Whelp, he falls as well. There was definitely a buyback there. I didn't catch exactly. It was TKC who bought back. Any other ones?
A lot of
Just
chaos
TKC.
there.
Whelp kind
I-
of kept Carry alive there though, with distracting 3 of them in the back.
I actually think that if TKC did a buyback there, they would have lost that fight even more because that Winter's Curse was really good. But then the moment that Winter's Curse came out, he ink spelled the Tuskar, and it didn't allow the Timbersaw to get in range to actually like throw burst damage out. He actually was out of mana as well, but he still could have popped the Soul Ring if he wasn't stunned. So very good buyback by TKC. Like that was very good. We also saw the E-Blade reveal there from Adistam. I don't know, that's the first time I've seen it this game. He's going Boots of Travel into BKB next. So he's actually dealing some damage as well. E-Blade with the puck and Grimstroke spells, a lot of damage coming out.
We did see the effect of the Spirit Vessel though on the Timber there. Not being able, no Yules, no, Octarine, not Octarine.
I understand the thought process behind this, but behind this assault cure, it's like
Lotus.
they want to be able to fight against this lifestealer, but your void spirit is going Shivas. Don't you think like a Lotus Orb maybe would have been
Yeah, I
better?
was thinking Lotus Orb maybe.
You can reflect Grimstroke Silence, you can reflect Snowball, you can take Puck Silence off yourself, you can take the Vessel off you, so and also like put
It also
Lotus
gives you
Orb-
armor, you know.
yeah,
Plus
and it
it
gives
gets the
it gives
balls with
armor
the
for
fate mail.
But Baron Biceps playing for his team, yeah, like not for
Yeah.
himself.
Puck almost has his Ags. I feel like that's also one of the big spikes for energy.
This Void Spirit game is over if he gets Ags. Like if he gets coiled, can't do anything in the fights. He can pop his BKB, but he's gonna have to stand there and take the hits.
I think if Puck hits 3-man coils, that's kind of the team fight over. Unless the Winter Wyvern can really, get a good reactively ult off.
It's had a hard time getting off as well. And I think that's intentional. I mean, they are giving him a hard time, right? They're making it difficult for this Wyvern to do what he wants to do. Going a little bit easier. He does have some defensive items. We've seen some good glimmers coming out. But obviously that Ghost Scepter, a big one. But there's still so much magic damage on the likes of Whelp as well as obviously Adestam. It hurts, man.
The draft is also structured that none of them really want to be next to each other. Like Tuskar and Lifesteal are probably focusing the same target, but that's about it. Like there's no way that Puck should be next to them, Grimstroke should be next to them, or the Snapfire should be next to them. So they drafted structured very well to deal with this Winter Wyvern.
Do you think this Winter Wyvern goes Etherlands? Or like a Blink?
He's got the Glimmer.
I like the Blink, actually.
Yeah, but he's never going to hit those ultis. Like there's no reason for those heroes to be next
But
to each other.
if you're saying Tusk and Lifesteal is going to be next to each other, it's always good to take the Tusk out of the fight. I guess it is a buyback.
I mean, there's also just the potential that they clump up. I mean, you got heroes that infest, heroes that get tossed out. Like there's
Is
an
it
opportunity.
better
I mean, look,
than a 4-star that does because Lifesteal has Abyssal.
Alright, fair enough. Well, he's loaded and immediately actually tossed the Wyvern LT out. That was a bit of a weird one. He's going to pay for it as well. In comes a Spectre though. The fight will rage on. BKB on Junaid. He's trying to stand his ground, but this Lifestealer is just unperturbed. I will chase you down. They're going to find Adestam on the back line. And they'll bring him down instead. But Depi, all of a sudden, he's taking a huge amount of damage. He tries to turn and deliver, but there's not quite enough damage. And in they go to try to clean things up here. TKC does give up the silence, but it's only going to buy him a little bit of time. The Inkswell's there, but it's evaded nicely by both players. Remedy and Junaid tag team him up. Not even requiring the spell itself, because that spell, that's going to be Soup's. Well, it's her property, but it's his life, because right now it's going to be claimed by Baron Biceps. Little tap. Timbersaw
Huge
commits
fight
to
by
die.
Exdee. Like what was that?
I
They
think the
took
power
so
of
long.
Scotty.
No, but the thing is, like, they committed on to be there. He called and braced himself right next to the high ground tower. When the call brace came out, he ghost sceptered himself
Dire's top tower
into
is
the
under
high ground.
attack.
Whelp committed to try and kill the Winter Wyvern, which they actually end up doing at the end. But they try, like, he
I
distracted
think
them
it's
for
too
long
long after
enough.
the ulti's down. I feel like you just try and kill him to get the ulti, Winter Wyvern's ulti out, and then just leave him.
But it just
attack
took too
him
long. It took too
Yeah, but-
long, and it gave his team a chance
Maybe
to
not
react.
focus him. After the Winter Wyvern's
Is
ulti's
under
down.
attack.
No, he didn't use his ulti there.
He
Oh,
did, he used it as the fight started even.
Dire's top tower has
So maybe a bit of tunnel vision there, wanting to just like, let's kill this Wyvern. The ulti was gone. But that was definitely an outplay by XD. Like, extremely good. Like, this Timbersaw focusing Lifestealer when the Rage was down. They dodged the Inkswell, which Hulbert pointed out there at the end. And the Snapfire was just, like, bullied out of it. So,
I don't see this Ags being, I don't see the value of it on the Snapfire. Like it's
Yeah,
maybe gotten him 1 or 2 kills, but Adestam's just dying in the back now.
he could have...
No,
the thing is, that, like, it went from strong to being kind of cute. So,
Yeah.
I don't think it's horrible, but it's cute.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. So when you say it's cute, are we saying that because it's still adding value, or is it because it tickles? Because there are two very big differences there. Well,
No, it can add value. So, there can be
hold on,
instances
hold on.
where-
That's a very fast puck, and they're gonna find guess who. But he manages to get off the LT. The Rage was there though, so he does manage to survive a little bit longer. But in the end, they're able to finish the job. That looked painful. That walrus stuff looked like there's a little bit of angst behind it.
Oh, did he?
Did he rush?
Alright, so they are going to buy back. They want to find this, but look at Roshan go. They cannot waste any time. They find the engagement onto TKC, and he will die here. Surely, maybe, yes. He is brought down. Junaid, though, and co. They're on the front lines. They're now fighting into that Aegis. Depi, he's used up his rage. He's got double damage. Mate. I don't know if you want this one, but they really seem to. They're going to try control the life, so they do exactly that. Beautiful combination of spells. It's enough. They're going to pop the Aegis. Soup also likely fall down and does. Well for the back line. He doesn't have Dream Call. He wants to help out. The Glob is there. Depi rages up. He's going to bring down the next assassin. And Remedy trying to stand his ground. Depi, he'll return fire. Who's going to win this one? It's a real man fight here. And Depi is still alive. But he is alone. And he is very alone. And he is going to die. And in the end, Energy, they may claim the Aegis, but they lose the fight. And Baron Biceps, he's found some more prey. Adestam, he's very, very low. And he is very alone. And he tries to get off some damage. He gets a beautiful cookie off. But it's not nearly enough. Because in the end, he will fall as well. And Energy, man, that one had to hurt. That was big. That was bad. And Exdee must be smiling all the way to the bank.
I'm gonna say one thing. If Exdee secures their lanes a bit stronger, I don't think anyone will beat them. Like they're playing like this from the back foot. Like we saw a 5k lead on Energy. It looks like Energy was running completely over them. They've swung it to 1k lead in their favor. But it's also like a big contribution from B. Every single one of these ganks, who's in front, the Winter Wyvern, where a normal support player on this hero would want to stay in the background, he's going to want to try and get his ulti off. But B is the one in the front, tanking these smoke ganks, keeping his cores alive so they can actually play Dota. Like, it's been a massive performance.
I think Remedy's itemization is also really helping them, yeah. You know, opting, instead of going for the diff, he sees it's, it's too late to go for the diff, opts for the Scotty and then goes straight to Butterfly. Knowing that, the Lifestealer's built the Abyssal, so he's not gonna, he's not gonna outfight me. And we saw it in that fight, that the Lifestealer just couldn't fight.
And you know what? You don't want to be building MKB on Lifestealer, and now he kind of has to. Like, you don't kind of want to be building MKB at all, like in this patch, but there's just better items to do. But now, with the Butterfly pickup, like, if they don't burst him with magical damage, how are they going to kill him?
Yeah. Lifestealer did pick up his shot now. So, his old ability, Open Wounds, that is there now.
But if you can't hit the Spectre, then...
Also
like,
the Scotty, the reduction of the heal.
Yeah. Just good itemization. They played the map well. They lost all their tier 2s, but they ensured that their cores got farmed. We saw the little play in the mid game where Remedy was cutting the creep wave with the Manta, and then he was farming the enemy's triangle. Always just ensuring that his hero will get to this stage of the game. So just very good team coordination. And we've seen a rejuvenation by Baron Biceps on this Timbersaw, like going from having no worth in a stage where Timbersaw is usually the strongest, is that early to mid game, and like he was behind the whole game, and now he's looking strong. He's above the Snapfire on net worth. Adam's struggling on the Snapfire. I do think this Ag's first build hurt him. You can go Ag's maybe second or third if your team is like based around it, but if he got an E-Blade, then he could have scaled into a BKB and then some damage, and then maybe Ag's on a later stage. But he's struggling a bit on the Snapfire.
Yeah, the Void Spirit's also picking up an Aeon Disc. So that potential burst of the Puck, Lifestealer, and Tusk that isn't there anymore.
So that last fight, when he gobbled up someone and shot them onto the Void Spirit, the Aeon Disc actually procced, the stun was instantly dispelled, and he was still allowed to silence heroes around him. So it was a small little mechanic that happened in that team fight, and he's got the Minotaur Horn. So BKB, Minotaur Horn, and Aeon Disc, very defensive build, but he's getting closer to that Scotty.
He also opted for the Aeon Disc, which I think is a really good item choice, because the Puck and the Lifestealer, they've been focusing him, and if you can't burst him down that first time.
And his job is not to do damage. Like, he needs to get a Winter's Curse out, he needs to get a heal out, and he needs to like try and...
Well, his job at the moment is to tank the gank, so...
Yes, tanking the
if I can live a little bit longer, maybe my team can get there this time.
Yeah, what's a Mulk Award? I know this is nowhere near it, right? But in fact, it's not nearly as bad as that, but it's somewhat reminiscent. I'm not too old, right? You guys know the Mulk Award, right? Like, help me. Time went straight up. Off this ride.
So, like, this Lifestealer is going to be the saddest boy in the fight. Run in, get a bash off, pop your BKB, and then just Aeon Disc procs. You change targets, Aeon Disc procs.
Again,
Aeon Disc procs. So the AC is out on the Timbersaw as well, and we have seen it do quite a bit of work. So in these fights that were naturally tankier, he opted for the Eternal Shroud, so that's even more tankiness. And now he's going for a Hex. So
No shard for Grimstroke, eh?
yeah, I'm
Very
very
interesting to
surprised.
see that.
I'm very, very
That,
surprised.
that, that debuff and extra 50% damage, I feel like is such a big team fight turner.
You can purge Nexus stuns. You can take the silence from the Void Spirit off someone. It's a big one. So what I've kind of picked up, I doubt these teams like they should know about it because they're probably the best teams in the country. But a lot of people are focusing on the heal from the Grimstroke shard over the actual debuff, where the debuff is pretty significant.
Yeah, like
So-
you debuff Pax ulti. You know, you push your teammate out, you put your
So
Grimstroke thing
he's
full on
probably
him.
thinking like, okay, well, Spectre has Scotty. Why am I going to spend 1,400 gold when the person isn't going to heal anyway?
Yeah.
So that might be a thought process behind it. And you see the Grimstroke as well, keeping Trusty Shovel in his backpack, still using it, trying to dig up some bounty runes.
Oh, hold
Cockwell?
on. They've caught out well here. Actually might be enough to finish the job. He's getting low. Does a phase shift available, but no. Brought down before that.
Nay, that Ether Remnant.
Clutch. But once again, like very nice team execution. The stun by Skihound afterwards was on point. Like they didn't overlay the stuns. It was stacked pretty nicely.
Oh, look at this aggression from
Oh,
the
and
Terminals.
look at
He goes
that
straight
cancel
on
DP.
to Adistam. I mean, he's forcing that BKB pop immediately. They do get off the Soulbind. What can they do with it, though? In comes the Lifestealer, but he's immediately disarmed. They're just staring at one another. They're going to just give each other angry stares for the time being. They haven't got the damage out they need just yet. And Deppy in trouble all of a sudden. I say this, but he is doing so much work instead. He's holding his ground. Soup, he's getting caught out. Does get the snowball out, though. Remedy starts
BKB
backing
very well.
off. Soup survives for a moment, but he will be brought down. Deppy now
Racks,
limping
boys.
towards his base. Going into the fountain, going to heal up. The tier 3 tower will fall, and they turn their attention to the melee racks. The fortification does come out, but bear in mind, this means they intend to stay. They do have 2 people down, and I don't believe they have buyback. Surely would use Soup. He's going to find himself in arm's length as well with Baron Biceps, but Junaid, he's doing a lot of work here, but they're going to try fight through this. Deppy again needs to back off. Rages and backs off. They are in so much trouble. They lose the melee racks, and this isn't over just yet, because look how many LTs they still have available. Look
No
how much
buybacks.
HP they still have, and there's no buybacks on their opposing side. They're just going to potentially go for the trifecta, or maybe even for the win here.
Remedy
Attacking
should be
that
swapping
Gigas.
Remedy should be swapping in the leveler here. It does more damage to towers. He's keeping the Penta sword. They can get full megas.
Well, regardless of that, they're doing enough damage, and they're getting through this. This is energy R.
Mega-
Somewhat
Yeah,
doomed.
megas.
The amount of money they've just earned, the amount of damage they've just done, it seems totally unlikely that they're going to be able to pull this one back. And they
Wow.
get everything.
Giving
Everything.
energy, their own medicine, but double the back. Like aggression, but controlled. Taking the towers. So energy might be kicking themselves now in that bottom fight where they dove past the tier 3 when they were strong, where they had the Aegis and the Lifestealer. They could have just taken the tower, maybe got an Arax out of it. That dive cost them, and now the game is thoroughly in Exdee's hands. Like it's there to lose now. And Roche is up. Like this is Spec going straight to Roche. No Grimstroke still. Nyx is scouting, so he's waiting for someone to sow.
I think we do have to give props to this Timber build at the end of the day. It seems to, you know, the Lifestealer comes into the fight, he just puts the Heaven's Halberd on him, and then he's just like right-clicking the Timber, and it's kind of like tickling him.
It's just great team coordination. Like they saw this Deso AC on the Lifestealer, and I don't know if it was their captain or their shot caller or whoever made the call in their squad saying that one of us has to go Shivas, the other one goes AC. Like a lot of like less skilled teams would have ended up with a Shivas on the Void Spirit and a Shivas on the Timbersaw.
Yeah.
There was clear communication between the two of them. Like one goes AC, one goes Shivas, and it's paid off. Like they're tanky enough to fight this Lifestealer now. He doesn't do anything to them. He can still kill the supports, but B's got this Ghost Scepter on the Winter Wyvern. So just great jobs. We're seeing a solo crest on the next assassin as well, so he's buffing up the Spectre the entire time. Like great game execution, and they on the front foot.
And what item do you actually go on the Adistam now? On the Snapfire? Like is it Daedalus gonna do enough? Is it
It's rough at the moment. Like you kind of want these items that he has now around 25 minutes. So he's had a pretty rough game. If you look at the net worth, he's even below the next assassin. So and
Oh, hold on.
he's not where he should be. Like
Hold on.
he.
Welp
Oh, here we
goes
go.
in, gets with the Dream Coil, they're going to throw in Soup as well. They are getting the jump on this fight, but there's so much more work they have to do. Adestam, the backline, destroyed by Remedy, and the fight makes its way to the high ground with Soup once out, but he does see the death of the Y behind. There's an immediate buyback. Godlike on Remedy. Junaid, he's going to find the kill. In fact, it's Remedy who gets the last hit onto the Life Stealer, and ladies and gentlemen, that's GG, and it's called GG. What world do we live in?
The thought process here, like, why kill?
Dire's
Why
middle tower
is everyone running at the Winter Wyvern?
Radiant
Here's the thing. We are in a mad time in South African Dota because we've just seen Exdee demolish Energy in the late game. It was a much closer game early on. I mean, it looked like Energy were the team that was going to take it, but in the end, Exdee just looked so good, man. This is a crazy time to be alive, and I do feel like, it's a great time for South African Dota.
I think Exdee just reading the game perfectly. I don't know, probably B telling them, to relax, boys. It does seem rough now, but our Spectre's getting the farm he needs to. Our lanes are still being pushed out. They're not at our tier 3s. And you can clearly see that the team coordination is there for Exdee. Everyone picking up the items that helps the team fights the best and coming on top.
They were a solid unit. Like the AC, the Shivas combination, the Ghost Scepter on the Winter Wyvern, B tanking those ganks, Junaid selecting his targets well. It was just a complete performance by XD there to bring that game back because it did look a bit rough at one stage, but once they got rolling, it was no question who was going to win this game.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to taking a bit of an intermission. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with some content that's been provided for you. So stick around, don't go anywhere, and you can enjoy it. And then, of course, the next game will start at 9:10. Can XD finish things off here in a 2-0 sweep, or does Energy come back with a vengeance? We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a good coffee break, got some popcorn, and you're ready for the next match. But we are only starting that match on our time, which is 9:15, which is your time, which should be about 18 or 17 past, depending on the delay and when it hits. However, we have some really awesome clips compiled by our awesome panel that we're going to watch through and kind of react to. Mr. Scyther, I believe
Hello, everybody.
this is your turns.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so we did watch through the previous game, not the one you just saw, the one before that, and we found some pretty cool clips we're gonna go through together and analyze and maybe have a good laugh or two, depending on what we see. I actually haven't seen the clips yet. Maybe 3.
Maybe 3, or maybe
There's
we'll
a
just
couple
look at
from
it in
other
dead
games
silence.
as well. There's a couple from
Oh,
other
is there?
games as
Okay,
well.
that's cool. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, clip 1. Let's roll the tape.
Is the clip playing?
I don't know.
Let me press on it and
No.
then.
Okay, something's happening.
Clip 2 is playing. Or
Oh,
clip 1.
there we
No,
go.
clip one.
Clip 1 is playing.
Ooh, hook shot used. They catch out 1. They catch out 2. Soulbind coming through the silence. Egg on the high ground. Actually,
This is
catching
between
out
Sim
Little
5
Bit
and
of
Energy.
BKB on Deppy and the
Yeah,
ultimate.
yeah,
So
but
the
like,
Cosplay is
it's
going to be
better.
trapped between 2 or 3 heroes. Super trying to push
Look,
out the backline
just-
at the same
look,
time.
he's
Deppy
baiting
being
them all the way to
controlled by all
tower.
3. Look at that control coming through the stun damage coming from
It's like,
Esports and the
imagine
jump
you
from Ricky.
ulting as
That
a
is going
troll
to be
and you just get led
trolled
all the way
down.
straight to
Deppy
the
is going
tower
pay the
there.
price. Egg is now
Oh, I
Oh,
hate
gosh,
playing
that
against
must
the
be
Ricky.
annoying.
The control. They baited him
Ricky
behind.
kites
So
so
annoying.
well.
Yeah,
Troll's
man, I can't
nightmare.
do Ricky.
Oh gosh. You know what the worst thing is? Whenever you press R on troll, you're going. You know?
Yeah.
You
can't
fully
stop.
committed.
You're committed to whatever happens next. They could put.
I don't
you
even
all
have
the
to
way-
press R. I just every time I play troll, I just man up so much. I don't know why.
Dude, every time I
Brings
press,
out the inner
every
beast.
time I play like CM, you know, I man up and run at people.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do with CM. Absolutely.
We've got a
Yeah, true,
Oh
dude,
my
true.
follow from Fulu.
As soon as you get the
and
right click
Banner
talent.
City. Thanks for that, guys.
Thanks,
That
boys.
is funny. Thanks, boys. We are seeing it come through. It's just, you know, when we're in the middle of the match, we can't say, but we'd like to thank you all for joining and having some fun with it. Okay, let's check the next clip out then, see what this
Yeah,
is
let's
all
go.
about.
Go ahead. Energy comeback fight. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Fastway, tosses out the
Look at the
tornado,
dodge
and
there.
Soup goes in to catch him out. They commit the dream call as well. They bring in
Oh,
Dope
that
Dive in.
block.
Once again, Slink's beautifully positioned. Puts
Gosh.
Ice Path and
Can't
Map
go
Drive.
back
So
up though. That's
good here.
actually crazy.
Don't Die is brought down. Even
Yeah.
Agnum gets into the fray, but he's not able to get too much out of this. Just yet realizes his
I feel
mistake.
sorry
for
Tries
him.
to back
PL.
up, but he's
Oh,
stuck
God.
in the Eels. And he will
Oh, he
survive a
fucked
little
it up.
while
This
longer
is where he
thanks
messed
to
it.
what looked like
Yeah.
four stock coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
Agnum's still alive.
My
Eventually
God.
brought down by the Rays. Well,
It's like
now
Very well
he's
played on
back
top
to
of
the
the
back.
background.
Nothing.
That is a huge spike for NG Esports.
It's a really
And
good
they needed
uh,
to
clock
with the tier 1 tower as
clock
well.
cog right there.
They needed that badly. That wasn't.
One
We're
of the
missing
best
clip 3,
clocks
but we
I've
can-
seen. You know what the funny
That was
thing is?
really good.
Clock was picked so much. I just want to pull up the stats over here. Like Clock was picked so many times this last game. He was one of the most popular picks in the tournament. Let me just bring up some of the stats here. But if I'm not mistaken, like Sky, you've been around for a lot of it. I think all of you have been around. Clockwork was one of the most popular picks alongside
Yep.
Grimstroke, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
that
Void
is
Spirit.
definitely true. And
Like,
Void
it's
Spirit.
just
Puck as
and
well.
Void
Puck
Spirit,
has
yeah,
been
yeah.
Puck has been picked like almost every game, I swear.
and Tusk and Tusk
Yeah.
and Tusk. Like these, I don't think. Let me just check heroes of set. The most picked hero this game, with 16 matches, is Grimstroke, and actually, what 15 with Phoenix?
Yeah.
Really?
That's interesting.
I didn't notice the Phoenix. 14 with Juggernaut, 14 with Puck, and 14 with Tusk.
I
Okay.
guess with the new shot, you know, where the sun ray gets
14 with Tusk.
through
All
the
soup.
egg.
Nah,
just
people
wanna know-
underestimate the Tusk's tag team is just too strong. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
it
The-
dominates early lane.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. I'm sorry, but tag team is so annoying to deal with.
Yeah.
All right, well, very good comeback
Next
fight
clip.
over there. Like Slack screaming in the background. Okay.
Okay, we got time for
Let's
like
go.
2 more clips before we do
Yeah, I
need to
think
head into
so.
the next game.
All right, let's. This
I
one
do
actually
think
has
so as well.
backline,
Let's
I
go.
believe.
Do the 5-man wipe.
Yeah.
We'll do that after this one, sure.
You take this one.
Why smoke?
Oh.
Why smoke when you can go straight on the demon himself, the man of night, taken out like Dawnbreaker back in the day? Everybody else running for their goddamn lives. PL playing up his part. He is cosplaying as a little Pussycat down in the bottom left. Doing a great job. Just farming away.
Oh,
Gonna have to suck
Pussycat.
that push for a little bit, but that opens up Roshan. You take out the Hunter of the Night there. No flying vision. Potentially could
What
try to
happened here?
sneak a quick Rosh here, but
Oh, it's just
See, I
him.
should use that sound.
Slacks being
See, I
slacks.
should use that sound.
Yeah.
There's a
my
pussycat.
soul.
All right,
Pussycat.
we can
We
look at
should,
the
like-
five-man wipe. KSK versus Sin 5.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Oh, yeah,
Within
let's
the
watch
first
that,
few
let's
minutes
watch
of the
that.
game.
All right.
Come on.
The movements. Like Sin 5 is
Literally.
actually smoked up.
Okay, no, I want to
Like,
rename
Sin 5
this
won this
to
fight, that's for certain.
amazing
they,
camera
They
work.
won this fight. Look how they.
I
Yeah,
mean,
for the first half of the fight.
Look
it's
at
like
that
that.
ward!
Making sure the ward is still up there.
That
Oh, dude.
ward was observing everything we missed.
Just watch the minimap.
Oh.
It's absolutely disastrous.
Oh,
Data
no.
gonna fall
There we
next
go,
as well.
nice.
This is gonna be carnage right now. The Chen, the next to 4 castaways still alive. Are they gonna get wiped here? No, this is ridiculous. Tidehunter, I think you are
Oh,
in the
poor
wrong
Tide.
neighborhood, Brennan. You're being body
Getting
blocked to
creeped
pieces
on.
by Agnes because they want all
Tide.
right.
Oh
And
my
Poor
god.
Tide. He was too young.
Dude, everyone tipped Castaway there.
For a second, I
They
thought I was
did,
watching
like-
bots because they're all
Oh.
level 1. They have nothing to do. Like, what can they do? Just right click and walk away. There's no spells. There's no escape. There's no items.
Oh.
Nothing.
Oh, very
Oh,
pod,
yep.
man.
Haven't
Well,
seen that
I'm
in a
setting
while.
up the lobby, but guys, these are the kinds of clips we'll want to see. Like, chat, if you see something funny, feel free to send it to us. We're gonna review it over here, have some fun with you guys in the next segment. But we are going to now move forward to game 2
Nice.
of the Venture Tactics
Hold that thought.
finals.
Another thing that came
I'm
out
very
in
holding
looking
thought.
the semi-final earlier. Tanked. Is this a turbo in the game of Sin versus Energy?
Nice memes.
I must
man.
admit, the chat, I've been just giggling to myself watching the chat. I'm thinking to myself, should I ever talk or intervene? Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, that
You know-
channel's
you
like
know-
themselves amused and us as well.
To be honest, I've just been watching the games. To be honest, I've just been like glued to the screen. Anyway, we are going to move forward. I'm going to be dragging our boys back down. But however, this panel will be back with you for the next break for a little bit longer now that we have everything nice and set up. However, we are going to now move on to game 3. Let me just check in with Hellbird before I drag Andrew and Blight down. One moment.
Game 2.
Okay, sweet, sweet boys. Peace.
We're hoping for a game 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
of course,
actually,
of course.
actually, it'd be really intense if there was game 3.
Yeah, it could be quite. The suspense will be there, and I think it will show which team has the best.
Just yeet it out of there.
Bye, Felicia.
a cracker. I'm very curious to see if Exdee can give us a repeat performance. I'm almost a bit worried though, because
5 seconds
if they play
remaining.
as well as they did in the late stages of the game, in the laning stage, I think this might end up being very one-sided, and that's a scary thought. I mean, Exdee, we cast them not too long ago. I want to say like less than a month ago, we cast Exdee. I think it was against NS5, might have been Energy. So, but they were outmatched in a month ago, and
10 seconds
now
remaining.
they might be the team that is doing the
Radiant
outmatching
team
here. It's
back.
crazy.
Radiant
Anyways, for those of you
team
tuning
back.
into the stream, of course, this is the Ventac Premier Tournament. Exdee taking on NG Esports. Tournament point. Exdee, they can win the whole thing here as they are one ahead. Ignore the scoreboard. I see there's 2 empty blocks, but they're one game ahead. I'm not alone. I am joined by Blight and Not a Hero. Gentlemen, this is the part where you
Radiant
talk
team
for about 10 to 15 minutes and I quiet.
So just a small thing that I found very interesting is that Energy opted
Dire
for
team pick.
first pick. He said TKC took first pick there, which is very interesting since the drafting changed back to 1-2-2-1.
Radiant
I
team
think first pick is very important again because
Puck,
securing that first hero, but it allows this 2-second picks for the XD side. So, do you think they might take the Grimstroke away there? They're going to open with the Nyx again. They responded with to the puck pick the previous game with Nyx Assassin. So,
10 seconds
and
remaining.
it seemed to work out for them. Like when Skiao got rolling, he had that dual scepter.
5
He
seconds
had
remaining.
the Aeon Disc. So, oh, he also had the Solar Crest. So small little
Radiant
mechanics.
team
Let's
pick.
see how they respond.
Dire-
There we go. Disruptor.
Oh.
This is a hero that's interesting. I actually think it was significantly buffed in the last patch, and we haven't seen much of it. And it's a
Dire team
pretty big
ban.
counter to some of these heroes. Like it's good against Puck.
Lifesteal
Um,
again?
Radiant team ban.
So obviously they don't think the lifestealer was the problem. And Dippy had a good game. Like his itemization was good. I would have maybe liked to see a Satanic, but that butterfly build on the Spectre kind of hurt him because he already committed to the Abyssal Blade and then had to go back for the MKB, and then the game was just a bit too late.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
very
Question.
interesting.
Question from the other guy.
5 seconds remaining.
Isn't it a bit weird to pick up
Dire team
Lifestealer this early? I mean, he's not the most flexible hero. I mean, he's going to be a 1 position, right? Or am I missing a trick here?
I don't think there's many counters to him at the moment. Well, not direct counters. I think Ursa definitely been one of them, and we saw Spectre going
10
Scotty.
seconds remaining.
But it's also maybe just a comfort pick for Energy. With
5
because
seconds
we
remaining.
did see them get off to a
Radiant
flying start,
team
so I feel like they're not
once
feeling pressured with it.
once again they buffed the feast, and then they buffed Omelette as well. So mainly because of those two factions, they're rating the hero in a high regard. Like Omelette drains less strength or less HP per second, and then
10
it was buffed from
seconds
an armor
remaining.
perspective as well. So it might just be because they
5
rate that the
seconds
hero with
remaining.
Omelette is really strong, and we saw it. Like when he got that Omelette up, they just ran around the map killing everything. So obviously rating the hero in a high regard. It's a good combo with Puck. I just don't know if it allows XD to draft something like they did the previous game. They went with the Suspector instead because the last patch was all about, oh, they've got a Troll Warlord that's going to go Battle Fury, or they've got a Jug that's going to go Battle Fury. I need to be able to match his farm. And Lifestealer as a hero, you can easily match his farm with another hero that doesn't farm as quickly, like Spectre, for instance. Spectre got that Blade Mail, he got the Yasha, he got the Manta, and then he opted for the Skadi. And I think at one stage he was 4,000 gold behind the Lifestealer, but it's because they were just running at them. But it's mainly because, Spectre when he gets the Manta, he can outfarm the Lifestealer. So you can go for that little bit more greedy of a hero because you don't have to match that pace as quickly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like Xe can maybe pick up, like
10
a
seconds
gyro or even morphling. And I feel like you're gonna struggle as a lifestealer.
Yeah, mobile heroes does a lot of damage. So I really like this disruptor pick. Like it's also good against Lifestealer if you catch him off guard. So
Also good
we'll
against
see
the
what they
Puck.
offer. Yeah,
I think
very good against
even
the
in
Puck.
the lane, Puck can't really. Yes, he can maybe dodge one of the instances, but
Yeah, we
can't
saw
really
Nyx
dodge it.
Assassin. We saw Nyx Assassin rush heals the last game as well. So like a simple Yule from the next onto the puck, disruptor
10
ultis on top of him. It's an
remaining.
easy kill. It's a big CD ulti, but it's a nice tool set. And
5
they
seconds
buffed
remaining.
the glimpse cooldown, so it's lowered as well. So the hero has glimpse more frequently, which is a very good spell. If your team's on the front foot, you can always reposition a hero and kill him.
Darkseer.
Darkseer. Nick's Darkseer. Was it banned the previous game? I think it
Yeah,
was.
Darkseer was banned. I think he was the second, and from Energy.
So Troll Wallet ban, Razor ban, and then they go for the Darkseer. Darkseer Nick's old-fashioned combo. Nick's pretty tanky in the lane, high armor, high
10
HP
seconds
regen.
remaining.
He's got the carapace to mess with people, and then you just put an iron shell in him and let
5
him do his
seconds
thing.
remaining.
Also, Oracle's
Darkseer's
been banned.
Oh yeah, what ban Oracle, pick Darkseer. No purging the iron shells of the creeps. But Darkseer still has a weakness, very weak from level 1 to 4. He needs that level 2 or level 3 iron shell just to actually start like putting pressure on the lane. And I actually like playing Lifestealer into Darkseer because he's got natural heal in the lane. He can go for a tankier build as well. So Darkseer should have a, if he gets that level 1 to 4, we'll have a good time. But otherwise than that, Lifestealer will do pretty well.
Yeah, I wanted to call it. You know, the if you see Darkseer and you still have Jakiro in the pool, I think it's one of the best early harassment, supports that you can get.
Stops
Also,
him from getting to that level.
yeah, Nyx Assassin also not going to do too much into Jakiro, so I
10
feel like
seconds remaining.
this is a great pickup from Energy. Great harass, also has
5
great presence
seconds
in the late
remaining.
game as well. And also good good lockdown to enable Lifestealer to get onto them.
It's some wombo combo as well. Vacuums into disruptor ultis. So there's some synergy there. You can vacuum into Nick stun, get like a mini ravage going. So some execution synergy, but it isn't as easy to execute against a high level team. But there is something there. I like the Jakiro pick. Good harass on the Darkseer. Gonna stop him from just standing in the lane. I won't be surprised if you see Baron Biceps on the Darkseer, chuck out Iron Shells, and then just hug the tree line for a bit just to get some XP.
Mm.
Nyx can also go boots first and just pull the creep wave for him the whole time on the tower.
Yep, there's the Ursa Darkseer. What a great combo as well. Ursa lacks the ability that he gets kited, and you just put Darkseer's fast boots on Ursa, and he's right back in the fight and right on top of you.
It's really hard
10
to play Ursa
seconds
into Puck
remaining.
and Jakiro though. Like there's lots of stuff going on the ground. If he gets ultied,
5 seconds
I guess he
remaining.
can just pop and rage and then break the coil, and then the tether, the stun doesn't last as long. But there
He does have
is some,
Disruptor to help him though in fight.
yeah, there is some tools to kite here.
But
Disruptor
I mean,
also
if Ursa
very
gets
nice.
a good start, and he gets a early BKB, maybe Battle Fury BKB. I don't know what build.
He's gonna outfarm this Lifestealer if Lifestealer's going armlet. So if he
Yeah.
goes to Battle Fury build, he'll outfarm him. And I think with the Battle Fury, he's also fight ready. So he can fight this Darkseer, this Lifestealer at all times. So interesting to see. Well, Energy opting for, they're probably gonna pick another support now and then leave their. Oh, they can actually pick their mid now because they don't have last pick. So if they
Could
don't pick their mid now,
Energy pick up a Whelp Pugna into
I
this
don't
Ursa?
like Pugna. I don't like Pugna against Nyx though. Every single fight, he'll just like
That's
stun you,
true.
mana burn you, and you're almost dead.
What
Like,
about a Venomancer?
Whelp is a beast on the hero, but if they pick Veno just to counter the Ursa, they're lacking like overall team fights.
Dire team
Because
ban.
here we go, Earthshaker.
Shaker.
So 3 puck again, or mid puck. Earthshaker is the other hero, which I'm pretty happy to see. It's more tools on the ground. It's disruptive for Ursa, like ice blast, fissures, just keep this Ursa from hitting
Radiant
people.
team
Kite him.
ban.
Just
Kite
kite him.
Kite him. And
Wonder what we're
it's
gonna see from him.
three melee heroes now into Earthshaker, so he has an opportunity to maybe
Echo
hit some
Slam
good
with
Echo
ammo.
Slams. So we'll see. They ban Ember Spirit. Hero has
10
been buffed. I
seconds
think he's pretty
remaining.
strong.
Also,
And
not too much catch
5
except for the puck.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. Ember banned from energy side. So
Yeah, no, I'm
I guess
saying
yeah, it's a nice hero as well to run around with the Nyx and kill people. Like a stun into a shackle and burst the target. So maybe just opting to get that out. But they know Junaid plays these spirit heroes. Void Spirit was actually second banned, so
changing up their ban structure there, and they banned Spectre as well. So Energy just saying like we're gonna draft similar to the first game, but we're gonna ban the tools that hurt us.
Do we see a mid Grimstroke on Junaid?
Not this game.
You don't think it runs it off?
No, it doesn't run off their draft. They need a secondary damage
10
dealer that's
seconds remaining.
it's not magical because Lifestealer has rage. It's gonna be very
5
hard
seconds remaining.
for your Darkseer Disruptor next to kill this Lifestealer if he gets this rage off. So
Radiant team banned.
they need kind of a. Oh, they
Maybe
banned
an
Huskar.
OD?
Huskar would have actually been really good for them, and the hero was buffed.
Does Energy
What is
pick up
Energy
OD?
I know the hero is not very popular, but I like even something like a Wind Ranger. I can get onto this backline with the BKB, kill the Jakiro, kill the Earthshaker.
Because I feel like it might have been a good Invoker game until the the next Assassin.
5 seconds.
I feel like you're gonna struggle as Invoke into that.
Invoker maybe for XD?
Does round it off, does Alacrity Ursa is always scary.
Can do
Tornado.
vacuums into stuns with cataclysms.
And yeah, also the ice shot, or the ice path after
I want to see
Life
something
Stealer
cheesy,
Rage.
man. I want to see like a Visage now.
No,
like,
no. I need to jump in here because there's limited time.
Hoodwink.
Yep, do it. No, you little. Well, listen, do it for me. Every time you say, "Oh, it's too late," you see, it
Mars.
took too long.
Mid puck.
Adam Mars. No,
Well,
it's Adam Mars.
Mid Mars.
I think it's a mid Mars.
It's not a mid puck.
I've seen Adam play Mars mid recently, so but it still gives them flexibility, so they can kind of now see
10
what's going
seconds
mid.
remaining.
Because Mars and Puck have quite different counters, obviously in the lane. So
5
depending on
seconds
what's going to be
remaining.
picked, they can make that change. That's a nice thing about
Do you
having
think
like
XD
your
needs
player.
more lockdown? Is that maybe what they're lacking for the mid?
I think
know they do
I
have
think
the
they need,
vacuum.
they need burst. I know Ursa does burst damage, but he's your pos one. So you've got this catch with the Nyx, and the Darkseer doesn't really do burst damage. You've got the vacuum. They need a form of burst damage.
Wonder.
I wouldn't even be against like a Lina pick here. Like it's more
Ooh.
stun. It's a lot of burst damage. You can build Ags against the Lifestealer. So that's pure damage. It goes through the rage. So there's some mechanics there. But
What
then
about
they
a
just put
Doom into the Mars? Or do they just put the puck mid then?
see like if they pick Doom mid, then they just put the puck mid. Like that's the thing they have here.
Templar
Templar
Yeah.
Assassin.
Heroes.
Or you were asking for burst?
I don't like it. It's too greedy.
I tend to
Like
agree. I
this
don't like
Templar
either.
is gonna take so much farm away from the Ursa.
But again, TA also struggles from, being kited, and again you have the.
But that's a lot of
Jakiro is
slow
extremely
against a lot of
good.
stun. That's my concern.
Jakiro is extremely good against TA. Like takes off the refraction so quickly. So
Stack would not
that's
approve.
So I'm guessing XD they're definitely not looking for early timing, whereas Energy Esports can. And I feel like that might be the thing that catches us at XD, like the previous game. But maybe this time they just won't have the answer to it.
Tonight's
Also,
gonna
how
have to have a
awful is it
massive
being
start,
caught in
yeah.
that arena now? Like, there's so much going on in there they just don't want. Like, fishes and echo slams and macapires and ice paths and dream coils and potentially hungry next. Like, if they get off good arenas, it's just an absolute death trap.
It's a good Mars game. I'll be interested to
very
see
good
what
Mars.
build he goes. If he's gonna opt for like the standard offlane build where you go the Yules first, or if he's gonna do something like what Chappie and them do in the South American region, and you just got like this Deso BKB Ags build, and you just like right click.
I think
the
it
living
depends on
crap
his
out of people.
start.
Yeah,
I think
because
if he has a really
Lifestealer
good start,
game
then go for it.
the previous game did go for Deso, so maybe the Mars won't opt for it.
But I feel
Right,
like the
well.
Lifestealer is gonna have to go for that hand of Midas this time.
Prepare
Because
for
definitely Ursa's
battle.
probably gonna look to get that Battle Fury.
Battle Fury. Like, there can even potentially be the old Lifestealer Radiance build, which is like more horrendous for Templar Assassin. So you can look at this Radiance build on Lifestealer, and then it's a way to keep up with the Ursa's farm, and it's a way to mess with the TA in the team fights. But it's a very outdated build. I'll be surprised if he does it.
You think
So-
the Darkseer with his items is going for the bottle rush? Well, not bottle rush, but
Yeah, he's
no,
got a
opting
cute.
for the bottle.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's got a cute already. So probably looking to get a
Like
bottle
getting
as
with
soon
the
as possible.
3-minute bounties, you know, that
Yeah,
pop
it's
up
just a
every.
nerf to Soul Ring and what it gives you. So you see a
Mm.
lot of these offlaners go bottle instead of Soul Ring, and with the bounty rune spawning every 3 minutes, he can just pop a surge onto himself and go get that 3-minute bounty and then the 6-minute one. Make sure his bottle is always full. It's rough though, like laning against a Shakira.
tangos.
Darkseer is gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, I
See,
feel like if
even
they can put as much as on this Darkseer before he gets his bottle up.
even
that's just-
Adestam in the mid lane, just he's got a Quilling Blade and a Circlet. That's it. Like, what's that bottle?
The battle begins.
Share Tango is changing the game, boys. Like, this is completely like I need to get a bottle so I can stay in my lane.
I think they share Tango though as the lane starts.
Yeah, that's a very common thing I've seen,
That's
especially international teams. They did it
No,
a lot.
not.
Well, he's
You
thinking
get
about
no
it.
tangos.
He thought about
I don't
it.
like my mid.
Pretty
And
much.
then you just play the lane like extremely aggressive for the first few seconds, and then just eat your tango.
Nice block
TA bought her
comes
own
out here.
tangos.
Yeah. These first levels are gonna suck because just getting smashed by good old God's Rebuke when you're, you know, pretty
Shakira,
much
do you
a
find the
melee
ward?
ranged hero right now.
Find it.
So they're also opting to give the Darkseer complete free XP on the first wave. Like you can see, he's almost level 2. Next, completely stayed out of XP range. Levels on this hero.
Taking power
extremely
hits
important.
though. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's dead. He's
Is
dead.
he dead?
Yeah, I
dead.
think he's dead.
He's dead.
Dual Breath in 1.
The juke!
No, he's gonna find him.
The
Oh,
juke is on!
Dancing shoes! Watch, they're gonna meet.
Oh,
Oh
he's
no.
got him.
But it's enough
He's got
damage
him.
now. He's actually regened a fair amount.
Is it? Surely.
Dual Breath is off.
No way! He's no
Cut
ridiculous!
the tree!
Enough
There we
of this.
go.
TKC, has that enough? It's really good.
Bottom lane.
That's when you need
So
those old, like...
that was very cute and everything, but I actually think it would have just been better for him to die like earlier and get back to the lane to get XP. Like now he's a full level behind this lifestealer.
Yeah, he's such a party pooper. Like, just
So
this, we
I'm
don't have our fun
Right,
here, not a
tower.
hero.
It was fun. It was fun, but like he needs XP on
It
this
hurts
hero,
him.
and it hurts him.
Stop
Lifestealer
agreeing with
is
him. It
almost
makes it
level
even
3.
worse.
Okay, but he has enough money for bottle now. So I guess that's
For lim-
one bonus.
And so you can spam more level 1 iron shells.
Yeah, no, and I think it's Darkseer, you know, if you have a bad start, it's... Yeah, you do have a very good ability to come back in the game, especially with, you know, the Wall of Replicate. But it does hurt.
Excuse me.
Well, taking quite a bit of damage in bot lane. Remedy is going to stick on him. They do have the connect
Just kill
down.
him.
For Puck, this isn't the biggest threat, but the stun was also there to help out. Well, being run down will die.
This level 2 Earthshock, getting him that kill. But that's what I wanted to say in the draft as well. I like this Raptor against Puck because of the damage over time from the Thunder Strike. So if you cast it on him and he orbs away, he can maybe dodge one of them with a phase shift, but he's still going to take the damage. So it's just a natural harassing hero against Puck. So
Do you
very
think the
well
lifestealer, the right build to go again is the Orb of Corrosion? Maybe not an early Glove of Haste, you know, to attack the creep, the Iron Shock creep, to get it out of your lane.
Well, it clears the creep wave faster as well because you're reducing its armor. So it kind of
that's
goes
true.
both ways. So, but it's getting to that point now. He doesn't really care about these iron shells. Just keep hitting the creeps, regenning up. He's probably gonna fly in a new set of tangos soon. Getting the orb of destruction queued already. But yeah, these iron shells are hurting him a bit, but he's just gonna heal back up again on the next wave. Chikiro going to mess with the Nyx.
Oh, this actually is
Nyx
going
is
to be a
still
kill
level
on bottom lane here. Can it finish this job? Yes, can. Warp will pick that one up. Soup very low, so he wants either this and Remedy. He's an angry little dude. Courier just... Okay. Casual. That was a brave Courier.
That's
Top
a brave
lane, though.
soup.
TKC being run down at the moment. And with an Iron Shell on, it's a bit of a threat, but Deppy will discourage any further aggression on his support. Not today.
Chikiro with his 800
Darkseer does have the
HP.
Axe queued up.
What?
Yep. Mana boot into Ag seems like the build he wants to go.
What?
Axe does give
Ew.
2 charges, increases duration by 26 and provides 300 health. So it was nerfed from 350 to 300. But I guess Baron's still seeing the value in it. I mean, you know, the double Iron Child charges, that is very nice for a team fight.
I love how we haven't watched mid at all because it's just kind of like the stalemate between the two heroes.
Well, we say this, but
Well, I
actually,
don't
Junaid
really
is
expect
far
it.
ahead.
Only
He's taking a lot of the jungle camps though. Like I think that's the third time he's formed that small camp on the side, so it's not massive. If you see like if you look
Actually,
at the
net worth
levels,
is tiny as well. I expect a lot more than that.
it's
I
more
think
on
it's
the
more of an
XP side.
XP.
Yeah.
I think you do want that as you know, the TA. More points into refraction, you know, harder for the Mars to kill you.
I'm surprised this Nick hasn't like started stacking ancients for this TA, because like with the level she's getting, he's actually going treads first item, so not bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shaker, oh, he's already got tranquil boots. Can start
Lick
working on
Korea.
his blink dagger.
Has been killed.
Always feels good as walking into kill a career, right? Even if it's empty.
Yes, it feels amazing.
Oh, of course, with the career sniping king with us, so not a hero, literally. You know, if you want any tips, top lane though, TKC in a little bit of trouble here. He should be fine. Once again, Deppy. I love how Deppy's like his big brother or something. You know, it's just like every time TKC is being run at, they just listen here. Listen here. I'm gonna give you multiple hits. In fact, this could be a kill here. The haste though, coming out from Baron, the surge, excuse me, more than enough to get his buddy out of harm's way. I guess he's got a big brother too.
So I like what Adam did here. Like obviously he's played a TA a load himself and played against it a while. Like the moment TA hits 6, he got 2 sentries for each side of the river, so you can see these traps, because that's the only way he's actually in danger. But Junaid just planting them everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
bottom
marking
lane?
as good as he's.
A
He
nice
blocked him.
pressure comes through, and that does mean they should be able to run him down. Whelp will go into the far side, finish things off with a waning wrist. But actually, maybe a little bit more in this. Remedy managed to get away. Oh, you don't want to take that fight, Soup. In fact, a lot of damage being dealt already. Walked into range, but has to back up again because Whelp just stuck to him like glue.
Nice little use of the tower there. The moment he saw the tower aggroed onto the Earthshaker, he turned around again. Maybe waiting, if he stayed for a little bit longer, another tower hits, and that becomes a kill. TA is farming up a storm.
Still only.
I feel like the Mars maybe does go the blink,
Mars-
you know, set kind of
Mars
the
is
tempo
ahead
with
of
the puck.
TA on network.
Actually, I was surprised as well. I'll just pull up the screen. Like, he's actually.
Yeah,
is it
so
like a
side camp-
regen or something? I'm really confused about that one.
It just means Mars has gotten more of the lane creeps, and TA has been a lot of that CS is from the small camp on the side.
Fair enough.
Your lane creeps obviously giving more XP and more gold as well.
TKC
There's
has
a
made his
Jakiro
way
mid.
towards
Is this
mid
a-
as
is this
well.
a kill?
Ned may not realize that he is in trouble. He's going to get pinned up against the wall, but the support coming in a little bit slow. TKC does have dual breath and is able to get a little bit of damage out, but support there from
Oh, they're
Soup
back
as
away.
well
They're back
might be enough. He's having to run far
Good
away
ice
from the
ball.
tower. Does manage to get a refraction off, and in comes his own support now. Good Impale will buy him a little bit more time. He also has the trap there. If they can get away with this, this would actually be a big win. They've done a big rotation here. They probably do find a kill for their efforts, though, and will. As excuse me? Apparently I'm a filthy liar because this is not over just yet. Nowhere to go. Panicking.
Oh, they're on the lifestealer.
Yeah, Baron Biceps now into fire. Deppy does manage to get a couple of hits off, but this is actually still pretty expensive. There are a lot of heroes down here. They've actually brought in more help, though. Disruptor is going to try to turn things around. Adistan does pull down. Beautiful spear, though, does buy a little bit of time for Soup and TKC to potentially get out of harm's way. But there is a surge available in a couple of seconds, so it's almost certain. Can you deny to Roshan? I think we all know where this is going. No, you can't. So that actually works out well for Exdee in the end.
The supports are stacking it though. TKC on a killing spree, B on the Disruptor on a killing spree. So the supports are bringing it through, taking these kills away from the carries.
That's how it's meant to be.
Haste.
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
I
We
agree.
give you lane, we take your kills.
What are you a core? What are you talking about?
I'm not core. Like, when have I played core?
Not you. Blight, the one who's saying this.
But he's
When
just
has he
used to me
played
taking.
support?
I'm just used
He's
to
just-
it. If you lane,
he's
if you
just-
lane with hits, you just
I
know.
take it all.
Addison
Running at them again.
hunting some kills down here, but
Oh.
oh no, oh yes,
Oh,
but
go
also
for
because that is also at the expense of a dream coil, which would have been something
Let's see.
bigger. But they are going to start bearing down onto the next assassin. He survives a little while here, actually doing okay, just buying a bit of time, wants to get as much damage out as he can. But they've committed quite a few LTs to the two supports here, which will be back up in a matter of seconds. They're such low levels that they're going to be able to potentially fight and defend this mid. There's a lot of aggression coming out here. Clearly, Energy are not interested in making this a long game, but in comes the support now. It's going to be Soup who's in danger, and he's actually brought down pretty easily. Remedy wants to get on top of Whelp. That is a very hard kill to get. But bear in mind, there are these traps available. Do they want them? They're going to get the Surge as well, so Whelp is in fact in trouble. And they're going to commit the LT from Baron Biceps on him as well. So they managed to get 2 kills here. Pretty good stuff from Exdee, actually.
Very standard rotation from XD from Energy here, like around the 10-minute mark. You move like your offlane heroes or the ultis to the mid lane, try and take this tower down. But XD's response was spot on. Like B putting this thunder strike on the creep wave, not on the heroes. So the heroes that were trying to hit the tower were all hit by it. He didn't just prioritize it once. He wanted to get the creep wave down. So very well played by him. And then that glimpse, and then the TP's coming in from the Ursa and the rest of the team following up. That trap slow on the puck was great though. Like,
Bottom?
spot on.
Yep.
Was that? Yes, that was a good old Echo Slam. So
Aggressive. From last year. Like,
And he tips
you
him
see the
right
level
after it. He
You see the
tips
level
him right after it. He tipped Baron Biceps instantly.
oh wow, that's a lot of damage
Yeah,
on the
that's
wall,
huge.
actually. Okay, so
going
Dreamcoil
for the
comes out
Witchblade.
just onto the next. He's gonna get pinned to the wall as well. That is a lot of damage and more than enough to get the kill. They're really committing hard for this tier 1 tower. They desperately want it.
At a stamp,
The
the
Force comes back in.
Don't look at
Very
explosions.
aggressive TP from Remedy. But it looks like he's just keen to farm. Does go straight back in onto the puck. And a beautiful Fisher's going to block our things. But he doesn't have that Echo Slam. We could have really liked it there. Nice ulti is going to be dropped down by the Disruptor. With the Ice Pulse sort there to support. Does mean that Remedy and Co are able to pick up the Whelp puck. And the Vacuum's also down to Deppy. Beautiful Spear of Mars will buy space though as Remedy tries to get around. You get a Korean set that did in fact have a helmet of iron wool in it as they tried to bring down Soup. He's still got a Fisher and he's got Enchant Totem. So he's not the easiest man to bring down at this point. But a nice stun will come out and that Impel means he can get it. Remedy very close
is
to that Battle Fury
huge.
as well.
He is huge. This is gonna be a sub 13-minute Battle Fury. Like if he hits a few
On a
camps.
Ursa, on a counter to Lifestealer. That hurts.
Like these kills he's getting on top of just farming, like is extremely big for him. He's gonna take this lane farm now. He's gonna farm the jungle camp afterwards. He should be close to the Battle Fury, or you might even have it.
Yeah, he
So
is
very good rotations.
very close.
You still like
Yeah,
the axe on the docks here?
No.
I feel like maybe I would maybe like to see a Grease into Blink or
Especially
feel like
at the
that's-
puck, right?
Agrees on ice, obviously, because you can dispel some stuff, but there's a lot of magic damage on them as well. Like I would have liked to see a pipe. You've got Puck, Jakiro, and Earthshaker, which are all magical abilities. Bottom.
Yeah, if they're going to make this work, they're going to actually commit the Doxy ulti as well. But there is a Jakiro though. Macapire, not commit just yet. He does have the mana for
More
it though.
TP.
They will also bring in the cavalry here. Soup going to start beating down his opposite number. But Remedy onto TKC. Beautiful
Good
Fisher.
Fisher.
Fantastic work, but they do have an assassin in the background. So they'll bring that out, and they are trapped in here. And they do manage to stun Remedy, who's actually taking a lot of damage. He gets off quite a bit of damage, and they'll bring down Wolf as well. But Deppy on the sidelines comes in. Out comes the arena at a stab. Remember me, he says, as he tries to find some more victims. Baron will TP out on the sidelines. And Nyx is able to potentially find the cross kill onto the Echo Bringer, if you will. Earthshaker brought down. But they should be able to bring down this tier 1 tower bottom as at the very least. Bear in mind, throughout the entire thing, the one man who didn't show was Junaid, who is really now starting to put some distance between himself and his opposite number. But interesting fight.
Also taking that fight right before his Battle Fury, so maybe like a small little misplay. Should have gotten his Battle Fury before he went in there. Fight would have been a bit easier, but I guess like he's kind of feeling like Junaid's taking the space on the map. He needs to get a bit evolved at the moment, so not the end of the world, as his TA is top net worth. And they did get a few kills in trade. They did lose the tower though.
like opting to go for the Witchblade. as his first item. They did get a buff, with it now doing 2-strike.
So
It's
it's really good
Hold on,
against.
Remy
It's
being
really
so
good against.
up to him. No ways to catch us, surely, right? Whelp goes far.
So it's really good against the Templar Assassin because the
Radiant's
curse will
middle
also
tower is
help
under
with the
attack.
shield. So get the procs off and get the shield from the TA
Radiant
off. So
structures
it's probably
are
just a small
fortified.
little thing that they looked at to deal with this Templar Assassin in the mid game.
Ooh, I like this from Lifestealer. He's going straight into the Heaven's Halberd.
We're talking about the Ursa and his farm, but Debbie actually has more of it at the moment. Gotta be said. Obviously, not quite as fast a farming mechanic as something. Oh, hold on. No, not just yet. There's interest.
It was
TKC gonna do
pre-battle
more.
free though, so we should see the Ursa starting to spike
should
now.
see-
Radiant's
Spike
bottom
now.
tower
Sure.
is under attack.
Oh, they see him. Like, there's a sentry now. Carapace, man. He wants them though. On the mid lane, Skians is chasing this Earthshaker.
See enough.
He's got Iron Show on him. He's got him.
Yeah.
Got Iron Show on him.
Nice work there. Whelp does try
Fight
and turn
bottom.
this one around. He'll actually go in and
Shot
dream for
ulti.
here, but back towards Macropie, splitting the fight in half. But nice work there. Baron Biceps gonna run down TKC. They do lose the next to the puck, but that's okay because they're picking up a couple of kills here. Looks like they were able to TP out the lifestealer as Junaid had tracked him down. But he's hurting, man. He's hurting a lot. He's got full deso. You just look at. There's a lot of harm on really important heroes for XD.
That TA trap
Like
on the
this
high
Grenade,
ground just won that
like,
fight.
I want to pull my hair out when I see TAs going Blink Dagger first item. Like, go Deso, you can still fight with it, but it also speeds up your farm. If you go Deso, you'll probably have Blink at the same time you would have had it beforehand. Like, he's gonna hit this Blink Dagger. Oh, he's just bought it. 15 minutes, Deso Blink.
Yeah,
So-
Puck's gonna have to watch out. That's very quick. A lot of burst damage.
Well, not Jakiro, because he's got 14 base edgy now.
Soup does almost have his blink, and I think he will have it after this creep wave.
Skian's doing really well in this
Soup's
mix.
actually being
What?
called out here, so about this blink. He needs to survive this. He's getting some support, but he's brought down. So, he bought it. Yeah, he bought it out.
Was my animations bugging there? Skian wasn't invis. He just like walked up to him.
Yeah,
and
no,
stunned
he was
him.
just there.
I
was
think he
literally-
did
and
just
Soup was
walk up
just-
to him. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
his vendetta's on cooldown, so he legit.
Maybe once he bought his blink, he was like, okay, let me make sure it's in my courier, and then he looked back on mid and he was like, oh boys, there's 2 here.
That's rough. Well, he has the blink now. Earthshaker, power spike. They're gonna want to smoke up with this and actually make a play with it.
It's the
You
mind
can see
game.
the
guys.
Ursa's farm now skyrocketing with this Battle Fury.
Yeah,
what's-
overtook the lifestealer.
So
I like that
I
he's
like-
going. I like that he's going to the second item BKB. Normally Ursus would opt to maybe go like a blink or maybe the Sanjin Yasha, but there's so much
Well-
magical damage and the Mars ulti on the side of energy. So
Warren Biceps is 200 gold, or actually 100 gold away from his eggs.
that's just gonna buff
Uh,
his
well-
Ursa and whoever he puts his Iron Shell on. That extra 300 HP
Like 300 HP
and
extra
the
on TA.
duration, and it's longer.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And your waves are always gonna be pushed out. Like you can just chuck those on waves. Like here we go.
Radiant's
Like
top
literally
he has
just
a
buff
smoke
as a
coming in, they're going to slow down Soup. Now, they will know that he's got Blink Tag. Oh, be careful, you got to make sure he finishes this off. And they're not able to do so. He gets off the Echo. The arena's there as well, helping out Baron. Very, very low, being pushed up against it. But he gets a great ulti off. Almost survives, but does fall down eventually. It's 3 for 2 so far. They're charging down on TKC. Beautiful blink grenade over the ice path. Finishes the job nice and quick. Last man alive is Deppy, who's going to have to
Doesn't
tilt the
misclick on the
farm of
puck.
it.
That looked dicey though. Like that.
Into
That
it.
Mars ulti with the Jakiro Macropire was on point. Like it looked really dicey. Oh, the Roche is gonna melt. Deso on PA, melt strike with Ursa. Like, bye
What
Roche.
Roche?
scanning.
Trishon?
Gone.
Sean has fallen.
This is looking very scary. I mean, I'm gonna take a yonder over to the win probability. It's nearing the 75% tile for XD. I mean, that is.
Oh, TA's in.
Oh no, Soup. You may have picked a fight you
He's got
can't
the-
win, and he's gonna be 2-shot from that point.
You'll never know.
But
They
that's
got away
Coming
with
out.
the-
Wow.
They got away with the greed, eh? Like, but that's in response to Soup tipping Baron Biceps on the solo kill bottom. So, like, just showing
Spice.
backing their Boichi. Like that's what that was.
Grove
And
Bro.
is this Lifestealer's Heaven's Halberd gonna be enough? You know, to stop.
like I actually think he needed to go for the Radiance build this game. He would have had enough gold to actually get it. Like it provides them a response against this TA. It's evasion, so Ursa doesn't really want to build MKB. Ursa is one of the better heroes with it because Fury Swipes doesn't proc if you miss, so he just keeps attacking fast until he actually hits you. So he is a better hero against evasion. But are they going on
Oh,
top?
hold on. They actually caught Warpath a little bit there, but
Well, Skian's
quick
here now.
fingers meant he was able to get out of it. They're all just kind of pushing down here. Bull whoops go either way. They try to bring down the T1 tower. Well, actually, he's used up a lot of his tricks here. He's got to be careful because there are a number of Exdee swarming in here. They're going to drop the Dream Call, but it's met immediately as well with their own Disruptor ulti. And they go in. They do manage to get the Disarm onto Remedy, but the damage just isn't there. Whelp hiding the tree lines. They know exactly where it is. Can they bring him down in time? Not quite. He gets over the side of the tree lines, but they also do manage to find out Deppy. The Fisher is there to buy some time. Soup gets a nice bit of work in, but this fight may not be over just yet. Remedy surged up. He wants to find some more, but it looks like they may just have the legs to get out of this. I say this, Remedy finally gives
They're
up.
gonna take the top tower. There's more map control, putting TA traps in the tree line. They're already prepping for this. No puck, but they first bomb. He's looking for Echo Slam.
Well, they do get off a beautiful engagement here. They're going to rip people to the wall. The Macapire burns through the center, and Deppy standing strong in the middle of all of that. Buybacks
Three
come out,
buybacks.
though. 3 buybacks as they try to track down Junaid. He does get stunned up against the wall. They're going to control with the Ice Path walls. Whelp is there. Got to make sure that they do find this first kill. There's an Aegis on him. What is his opportunity here? Does have the Blink Dagger, but he's not going to be able to get anything off in time. He's silenced up, dual breath there as well, and Junaid's brought down. So in the end, Angie, an expensive defense there, I guess, but they do create the Aegis problem. Oh, the Soup in trouble here. Is Glimpse available? Yes, it is. And they're going to pull him back, but they don't know that Whelp is right there too. He gets off the Dream Call as well. They do manage to get the Spike Carapace. That's going to buy a little bit of time here. But again, they find themselves trapped. Deppy returns. They want to find more out of this deal, though, as they start tracking down the next assassin.
Oh, the trap's low.
And they do manage to slow him out. They catch him with the Ice Path, and Adestam is there, body blocking, dodging the stun like a pro. Make sure he doesn't even need to commit a spell. Guess he didn't have much, but enough was done.
Oh, like turning that fight, but 3 buybacks for it. It's like oof. It's rough.
And I feel like I don't really feel the impact of the the Doxia Ags, yeah.
Yeah, like a pipe would have been.
If they had a Greaves in that fight, the Ursa would have lived.
Oh, hold on. TKC falls down. They're doing so much work here. Remedy wants more out of this. Tries to get Adestam, but he gets out the way. The quick thinking of that man. He
Killing the trap instantly.
Down. Oh man, just keeping Deppy's chances of surviving that even higher. And in the end, they get away with it. They do lose the Jakiro, but that's also a BKB charge. I think that was the first. No, I can't lie. It was the second one. So still a big BKB charge for. I mean, no offense, it's the Jakiro. Our support lives matter too, but he'll probably be satisfied with that.
So I like the build on Adestam here. Blink Dagger, BKB, now he's opting for the Ag, so he's going for the semi-right click damage build. Just so like he can back up this Lifestealer up. The control is going to come from the Puck, the Jakiro, and the Earthshaker. But they still have a bit of a road to climb. This TA is pretty farmed, so is the Ursa. And as we spoke about earlier, when Ursa is not fighting, he is going to outfarm this Lifestealer by quite a big amount.
I mean,
but they want to fight. They don't want to farm, they want to fight.
Gratian is there.
Blink now.
Well, they're going to find out one. Keep Soup in mind. He's got that ultimate available. Nice use of the ulti, but the arena's down too. They're going to be able to pin the TA down to the wall as well. But in comes the wall. Where's the vacuum that they need, though? Isn't available just yet. He's trying to find a way, and the Macapire cutting the fight in half. Once again, Nyx on the front line will be brought down. Whelp goes back in. He's found Junaid. He might consider just breaking this. He goes and bids. Beautiful vacuum, but of course, nothing to follow it up just yet. In comes the double stun and the Echo. The Ice Path sitting on top of them. Baron, they're still alive, actually. They can potentially turn this. Remedy comes back in. Take this. Couple of swipes, TKC. Ice Path in front of him will keep him alive for the time being. And they do manage to bring down the Doxia. Junaid now. Can he make something of this? He wants to try remedy the situation. But it's Raven himself who's on the front line. Managed to go on the other side of the sphere. He's disarmed, but he has to stand his ground. Doesn't have his ulti. Does have Fury Strikes. What can he do here? Being stun locked. Remedy heads for the hills. Tries to get out of harm's way. Tries to TP out. Can he make it? Not a chance. Adestam closes the door. And once again, this game just does what it does. South African Dota, man. Perhaps energy now with the momentum.
Exdee needs to just calm down a little bit here. Like, they're taking too many fights. Like, Ursa's got this Battle Fury. He's actually behind on the lifesteal on Networth now. He just needs to be hitting a bit of creeps here at the moment. He's going for the MKB next, which I'm not sure why he's opting for that specifically.
Ooh.
But it is going to buff his damage a little bit. But I would have liked to see maybe a Satanic because of the debuff against Puck. He can take some of his Jakiro slow off himself as well. Buffs him up quite a bit. But yeah, he needs to get another item, even if it is this MKB.
Radiant's bottom tower
We
is
saw
under
the
attack.
the luck with the double bashes onto the Ursa there as soon as he popped BKB. So they'll be definitely reading, his game right to how he can outfight this Ursa in a 1v1.
Yeah, making sure that he's getting this basher out.
Yeah. They have the glimpse available as well. Nick's flying around, but the fish is good. But there's the glimpse, and that's going to set up for the Vendetta, and they're just going to blow him up.
That's the
Junaid
toughest
appreciates
thing,
that
right?
one.
Game is hard, says Soup. Like, you can see that. So you just put a trap in the Roche pit, so they know exactly when it's up. Okay, there we go. Just put it in there, so the moment Roche spawns, they'll know about it. Like we saw previously, they'll melt through it. Roche will also come back with a bit more armor as it scales up throughout the game. But with this Deso, Ursa will, on their side, like, Roches will just disappear. Well, with this Witchblade build, he's going Ags next, which is going to be big, because both the cores have BKBs. Like, this Ags build on Docs here, man. Like, he's going Greaves next. I really think they needed a pipe in the early game. It would have just buffed
maybe Greaves blink pipe, or pipe even before that.
Pipe stops this Puck from hurting you in the fights, Jakiro hurting you, Earthshaker. You kind of just have to worry about the Lifestealer and the Mars. So, we'll see. Maybe this 300 damage plus double Iron Shell will keep their lanes pushed out, which will give them additional options to keep prolonging this game. And I do think they have the stronger late game in this scenario.
Can I just make a point? I really do think sometimes we just don't appreciate things enough. But like, I just want to say, like, I'm so impressed by the way Whelp always keeps the side lanes pushed out. Like, it is every single time you see a side lane being pushed out, it's Whelp, and he's done such a good job. But he's loaded up now.
It's also a broken Puckers. Like, the hero is hard to kill. It farms decently. He's going for this Boots of Travel build every time. Oh, the next broke the smoke.
Yeah,
They missed the dust as well.
Yeah, he's so quick with Yules and power and Tranquil Boots. But what's going to happen? He's still interested in this. He's sticking around.
How is he
Let's
running
have
at
him go.
564?
He's doing a bit of good work here to find information. The vacuum is huge. They get everything, but it's interrupted by the Fisher. Can they turn this one around? Deppy trapped inside. He's trying to get out of harm's way. Baron and Junaid beaming down on him. Deppy still alive for a little while. Can he stay alive long enough? The surge is there, but they're disarmed. Beautiful. They run him down. They do find that kill. It's a big one. 4-4-1. The Nyx assassin dead. And now they can go to work finding some objectives. Roshan's still down. They're going to have to settle for some tier 2s. But admittedly, the lanes are all pushed out. Look, we just went well, making sure that there's a challenge in finding something. And look where the creep wave still is. They're going to have to make their way up to top. And by the time they're there, they probably do get that tier 2. Granted.
Now. So them, fleeing out of the BK being out of the Puck ult is not going to happen now with these fights. But massive vacuum into
vacuum wall, so
that
good.
Was beautiful.
And it was before the BKBs came out, so like he hit them.
Even from the Mars.
Oh, like he hit them all.
Ice Frog is kind to
and Roche is up.
Exdee as they find themselves a brand new Roshan, and there's no ways for this to be defended. They just go through it too quickly. This one, of course, has the Aghanim shot. Where does it go, gents?
True. Probably Ursa, eh? Like, every time he uses Earth Shock, he gets a little mini charge of Enrage. You can also give it to Disruptor, which is pretty cute. You cast it on allies, it gives your teammates an extra 50% movement speed and 75 attack speed every time it procs. So it's like a little weird mechanic, but you can buff this Ursa up movement speed wise and attack speed wise for that duration.
Oh,
they've
such a hard kill. They're trying to find a way in, but he's just taking them on a trip. Oh no! Whoa! the reflex there, but does he know what else is there? He's going to get stunned up. Can they do enough damage before he can phase shift? One phase shift, he's probably out of here. He does potentially... Oh, I was going to say he does potentially get caught out with a very quick phase shift, but commit the Dream Coil. They're just going to hang around.
They gave the shot to the Nyx. I don't know if I...
No, they
they
gave
gave
it
it
to
to
Dota. Yeah, that's his own shard.
That's his own shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, okay. Cool. Earth Shock to apply 1.5 second rage buff on yourself. It's also very like confusing because like when you use it in the fight, like the teammates kind of get flustered for a second and saying like, well, Earth is just used in rage.
Darkseer's
Look how
gonna use
energy-
anime battle.
It's like,
He's opting for the shard.
look how energy splitting this map though. Like just making sure the lanes are always pushed out.
I mean, they're getting a tier 2 against, well? Okay. Very well. Very welp. Okay, go.
Very well.
I mean, how cheeky, right? Just casually walks up and starts putting damage onto a tier 3, excuse me, in a game where you're kind of losing at this point. Okay, Ursa goes on Deppy. A lot of damage was done. He retreats into Adestam, and TKC and Co. 1 out, and they're going to start fleeing. Junaid, though, finds himself Whelp, doesn't want this fight, gets Dream Called as well. And the Sport is there, Adestam as well as Deppy. Surely this is his death, and it is. And he has an Aegis. I've seen this story before. TKC lines up the Ice Path as well with the Macafire and the Arena. Have you guys ever heard of Overkill?
Oh, lifesteal has been cleft.
Oh, hold on. Baron, he may have overstepped and surged himself off, and he will still get... Oh, no. Just away from that tree. And he's taking everyone on a bit of a trip. Blinks away, so he's going to be fine. But a big loss there for Exdee.
Miscommunication though as well. Like the entire team TP top to try and get salvage that fight. Junaid hanging around just a little bit too long, got caught by the puck.
Hold on, they catch out the puck with DD, but the Storm is there! And they're gonna survive. No, you're not, because someone's got your number. Whoop will fall this time. He's been so sneaky. But eventually punished.
Fuck, what a hero, man. Like this, like it was nerfed in the last patch, but it still feels way too strong. Like the things that Whelp is doing
Ice Path's gonna set up. They're gonna try buy a little time with the Impale, but absolutely no way out for the Disruptor. Gonna dust him, and they're gonna make sure that he gets a sentry plonked on his head.
Just in case the dust doesn't work. For
Yeah,
that,
you know.
that salty one.
Oh, hold on. You want this fight, you say? Okay, the buyback say Wildcat for a couple here, and he connects, and the Echo is there as well! The Arena! Remedy! What are you gonna do? Managed to get out for the time being, but he is fleeing, and they're not gonna let him get away. He's gonna have to stand and fight and do what he can, but he'll be stun locked. And Energy Esports somehow managed to take one back, because apparently you're not allowed to have spoiler-free endings in this Dota game. Energy... How is this happening? They're on the tier 3s, on the buybacks.
It's just been a slippery slope. Like they gave Junaid away on the TA, and then they gave the Disruptor away, and then they still try and take those fights afterwards. Just back away and wait for your allies to respawn. You're seeing the shot on Mars as well.
They're going. Are they going to commit to this? Oh, the vacuum is huge! Is it your turn? Junaid in there, they've got the Disruptor ulti on top of it, but they haven't found a single skull just yet. They're going to pull back one, it's a big one. Deppy should be brought down, and is. Can they turn this one around? TKC on the run. They're going to slow him up as well with the Scion Trap, and TKC will fall. But that's all they're going to get. Did come with the cost of a buyback. Only 2 left in the, excuse me, 3 left in the game, and they all belong to supports.
Oof. What a turn. But they did lose their axe. That is a lane now. They're going to have to try and counter push this. They need to force buybacks here. They obviously don't know Lifesteal doesn't have buyback, but they should be trying to force it. They should be pushing down middle, trying to get that tower, pushing up to the base. They got 60 seconds to try and just do some chip damage.
Well, just doing a really good job of pushing out the side lane though. Like they always have to keep this bottom lane in mind, no matter what's going on in the game.
He's being such a nuisance. Issa's going at him.
Yeah, can you lock him down? Needs a little bit of luck, but does find him. Does he get the link? He silences up. He gets a huge kill. He doesn't have buyback. He's down for that full time.
That's huge. That was
he needs to make his way there still. Remedy has the cheese. Top lane, Mars is also caught out. Junaid, he attaches himself to Adestam. He's trying to survive a little while longer. Jukes into tree line will be bailed up by a Fisher from Soup. managed to get the high ground. Beautiful play from Exdee.
Run!
The vacuum is fantastic, and they keep Adestam there. He's trying to get out of harm's way, but he can't. Bad wall for Soup. He's in the thick of things too. He's down. The buybacks need to come out right now, and they do start coming out. Earthshaker and Puck both down. Echo not available.
They have wall as well.
Mid lane, Remedy, he's going in deep, he doesn't care, but Deppy's there to welcome him. Adestam also waiting this round. Remedy has to back out. He's taking a lot of damage for down. Caught on the edge of the ice pulse, going to take even more. Deppy thinking about it. Adestam wants the cheeses commit though, and the vacuum it again, and this is it! Exdee, they destroy them! Energy absolutely blown up, Deppy's still alive, but he's lost everyone around him, and he's pulled back! It's not over yet, but it is over for Energy, because ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's any minor movement to save this one. It's been a long time coming. It's been a really long time coming. But Exdee can finally call themselves a Dota 2 champion here in South Africa. And they're your Ventac Dota 2 champions. Take a moment, breathe it in.
To end the game.
Vacuum walls.
Into souls. Oh my goodness. Yo, what a way to end that game. And it was back and forth, eh? That was Exdee. Congratulations. Yo.
Man, that was insane. I mean, to think about like the back and forth of just this Dota game alone, the amount of times that, man, like, it was just so good. This series that we watched today between Exdee and Engie, it was so good. And to top off what we had already seen between Sinister 5 and Engie, Dota 2 in South Africa is in a good place, man. These are some exciting teams to watch.
So crazy, like little clutch plays, like Remedy TPing to that bottom lane, catching the puck on the tree line, getting the bash, killing him. Puck no buyback. Then they caught the Mars with a vacuum, and that last combo, that vacuum wall was so good. Like well played to Exdee. Congratulations to them for winning.
Yeah, very well played.
It was an incredibly exciting game, and I mean, the good thing as well is that, like I said, Dota's in a really healthy place. I mean, there's a lot of people who have been involved in making this happen. We've seen some great tournaments coming out, and of course, you got to give some of them a shot. I mean, I know Elsa's involved, or ELSA. I always call Elsa, the Frost Princess, but a great bunch of guys who are putting some good work in behind the scenes. And from what I understand, there's going to be some more Ventac around as well, with some monthly stuff going on. So. Man, there's so much more South African Dota, and it feels like it's been a long time since we've had this kind of amount of community-driven experiences and the support. I mean, looking over at the stream and seeing over 100 people, it's fantastic, and it's something that we just need to keep up.
But also like a platform for the up and coming teams to play against the best. Like the up and coming teams, when they're playing these teams, like win or lose, like shouldn't get disheartened. Like this is where the scene grows, and this is where the scene improves. Like I remember back in the day getting smashed by Bravado Gaming over and over and over again, but that's how we learned. Like you went and watched those games. What did those teams do to beat you as badly as they did, and you got better from it. And the up and coming teams, like there was a few of them in this tournament. Like they must keep participating, because playing these guys, that's where you're going to get to this level.
Yeah, you learn your most as a team from your losses. You know, and it's I feel like it's also the team captain's job in those losses, just to bring the team together. Say, boys, look, you know, we lost, but we put up a fight.
Yeah, don't kick your players.
Yeah. You know, it's not time to disband because after one loss, you know, let's stick together and just take what we can from the games we lost.
Massive tourney by Venture Tactics and First to Die and them organizing this. Like this was awesome.
All right. Well, I think we do need to spend a moment here just to say some thank you. So once again, big thank you to the guys at Ventac for making this happen. Of course, Elsa working behind the scenes, and of course the teams. I mean, there's sides we're just talking about. I mean, like teams that are up and comers. I mean, GHC. Yeah, great team to watch. Nice guys, and we played against them in a puppy recently. And I just thought to myself, like, they're a good bunch of people, right? And it's great to see that. And of course, I want to say a special thank you to the guys I've worked with throughout this. Personally, guys, it's been a really fantastic journey that we've started together, casting together, and I hope that there's going to be a lot more of it. And of course, to the production guys behind the scenes as well for putting in the effort they have. And then lastly, from me, and I'll give it over to our casters to give one last final goodbye. But from last year, I really want to say thank you to the community. I think the fact that you guys are all there in chat right now, man, just that's some pride right there as a South African Dota person. But now from me, not a hero. Blight, last thoughts?
No, this tournament was a pleasure. Like especially like everything that happened today, like seeing that series between XD and Energy and Sun 5. Like that was such an insane series, and that was the third one. Then we got this final, and then XD thoroughly proving that like there's no question they beat Sun 5 this tournament, and they beat Energy twice. Like this one was theirs, and they were hungry. And what I'm loving to see is their execution as a group, and like the itemization together, and their game plan and what they need to do. Like it's clearly a bunch of lads that are playing for each other, and it's awesome to watch, and we just need more of it. So to the tournament organizers, please guys, like keep doing what you're doing. Like this was great to be part of, and hopefully in the future we can do it again.
Well, we do plan to. We do actually plan to. I mean, seeing the response from every single person in our community coming together, watching, supporting, having fun, spamming chat, being annoying but being awesome. Like even the people spamming currently on the chat, it's a lot of fun to play with you guys. It's a lot of fun to see this Dota happen. I was a spectator in this tournament. Even Andrew and myself we were sitting there just watching this go happen. Like we're, like kind of like doing our job, but we're just watching. And it's honestly great to have you. Hellbird, Not a Hero, Blight. An honest pleasure to have you all involved. Either obviously Sky. We couldn't have asked for a better and more supportive community, and would like to thank every single one of you, every single player involved in the tournament, and every single person watching. And keep an eye out. This is not going away anytime soon. In any case, I would like to thank Hellbird, Not a Hero, for their help, and I'm going to steal away Blight. We're going to go to an intermission for about 5 minutes for some time to cool down and time to enjoy some clips made from these last few matches, and then we are going to end off the first official Venture Tactics Premier Tournament for 2021. Gentlemen, any last words before we go on to intermission?
Just remember Talbot and friends.
And Phoenix is a dragon.
And Phoenix is a dragon. Love you
Phoenix
guys.
is a dragon. Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
gotcha. Okay. All right, gents, we're going to go Welcome back, everybody. What an awesome experience we just had over there. So, if you don't know, we have a very special announcement to make, a special prize thanks to Mr. Sky over here. He has a special 1,000 Rand prize to a team that has a hidden achievement. We spoke about it before, but he's going to tell you what the prize was and who gets it. And then we're going to talk to them and get them a little bit of a cash prize. Mr. Sky, take it away.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much, First Tonight. All right, so we decided, we actually had quite a bit of a chat over the couple of days to try and figure out what we actually wanted to do. And then it came down to a few things, such as like most deaths on a team, most kills in a team, most D-wards in a game. But it became quite difficult to track sort of really specific achievements like that. So we decided to rather just go for the most average win-loss ratio team. And it turns out that GHC is the one that did get that statistic. So GHC has won my own prize of 1,000 Rand for that achievement. And I'm looking forward to the next tournament as well, because we may be doing things like this going forward, but it will be changing every time, and hopefully we can track more specific stats in the future. So congratulations to GHC for that. I will leave it to Cam in order to contact them and let them know, and to get me their details, and I will also speak to the team myself and just have a little word with them as well.
Woo! So,
Poggy,
if you
dude.
don't know, Poggers, if you don't know Sky, please check him out. This dude makes some awesome streams, and he plays the CSGO.
I play Dota 2.
Okay, so now we're going to check out the clips that have been sent to us. Some of them that we made ourselves, some of them that have been sent to us, some of them have been DM'd, and we're going to watch them through a little bit, and we might just set up one of the coolest Trolls versus Elves 3 lobbies in SA. I'm wanting to see 32 I'm wanting to see a full lobby. We will put out the password as soon as
definitely
it
get
is
a full
up
lobby,
in
no
chat.
problem.
In
I'm
chat,
not
guys.
joining that,
But
man.
literally, let's see if we can have some fun before we end off tonight on a really high note. But well done from all of us at the casting, all of us at the entertainment booth. A big fat well done to Exdee for 2-0ing the finals. My gosh, Scyther, what do you have
Yes,
for
my
us
dude.
on the forecast for clips tonight?
We stopped last time at the 5-man wipe,
Yes.
right after the cosplaying Pussycat by Slacks. And now we got the runaway BKB.
Runaway
So let's look
BKB?
at that. Do we all
Okay,
have? Do we have the
Do
scene
we all
enabled?
have-
Yeah, we've got the scene enabled.
I believe
Yeah?
we do.
Alright, let's go.
Let's have a look.
I think it should start now. If you're still in the watch together.
By the looks of things.
Oh,
my
this
God,
is
they're
awkward.
both walking
If they
straight
catch
into
that
it.
invoker though, that's huge. They break the enemy smoke, they just see it. They're gonna go on Rubik first, easy pick. Here we go, BKB on Shadow Fiend. He's gotta do something with this though. It's not enough to just run away BKB.
Just walks away.
Soul Blind out as well on the back line. Castaway, he's trying to help out his Night Stalker. But he's in the Roche when he realizes things are about to go from bad to worse. Is able to control Deppy. He has a BKB of his own. Deppy now. Can they turn this one around? Deppy blast flies through, don't die. Feeling very, very aggressive here. And they're
Kills
trying
on Shadow
to
Fiend.
stop with him. Once again, Castaway trying to just keep Deppy away because he realizes one more hit from him might just be enough. And they try and desperately do bring down the Deppy PA. And TKC will fall.
Somebody summarize what just happened?
Yeah.
But it's going to be rewarded
So
because
he
they
just,
will take those
I think,
literally just did
and they deal
nothing
with
for
the
like
popped
BKB.
his
3
BKB.
seconds.
It's a
And
big
just ran
deal.
away.
Literally
I
just
mean,
popped his BKB and ran away.
I think he
Oh,
ulted
okay.
and then he was gone, and then he got taken out by the PL.
To be
Well,
honest, I have to ask him about this. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
Since
I
we are,
completely forgot we were watching clips, bro.
pointing- if we are pointing out people's mistakes, I think this one is a really obvious one. Doesn't need much explanation, to be honest. And it summarizes
They
it
should be able to
my
off this one.
my
This is
pubs
crazy.
pretty much.
They do lose Jakiro, but
Just shows that even pro players do it.
But 18 seconds till Grimstroke's up. This could turn again. They lost the Aegis in that last fight. I'm not sure the cheese is. The cheese is still on the road.
Cheese on the ground.
They can just claim
I mean,
that
it
for
was
themselves.
chaos.
That was
Absolute
chaos.
Yeah,
Man,
and
that
there's a
Pino,
neutral
how
that's
unlucky. He goes to
still
Just
fly
chilling.
out and he
casual
kills
neutral
himself. He's
chilling in the
absolutely
triangle.
trapped, still
Yeah.
burning from the Jakiro. Oh,
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty Papega. What can we do about that?
Just okay. Like, hey, I mean, sometimes you leave neutrals and you leave cheese.
Unimportant items. Got to focus on finishing the game.
Who
Yeah,
needs
focus
an
racks, man.
instant health? Who needs instant health and a tier 5 item? You know what I'm saying? Who needs it? Guys, honestly, when you're on playing a knife edge game where any advantage could matter, who needs it? Who needs it?
Watch clip 8, dude. That one I love.
All right, let's move on to clip number 8.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I just want to.
oh shit!
Slacks didn't like Adestam's
Hit him!
STF initially.
Are you serious?
Oh, the solo defense. Oh yeah.
He wants to fish out.
This is
Beautiful caught by
crazy.
super.
What?
Everyone thought they were going to lose this at this point. It was so
Down.
insane.
He doesn't have
It was
buyback.
crazy, dude.
Hanging him. He's all alone. He doesn't have mana, ladies and gentlemen. Soup pops him up in the air. He does have one more. He could turn this one around.
It's
regardless.
such a.
Dude, the
Well,
Jakiro is saving his life,
He
man.
gets saved up by
Yeah.
TKC.
I think Jakiro's one of the most
And once
awesome
more, Aghanim
supports in the
Oh,
game.
support, dude.
I have insane win rate with him. I don't even play support, but he just has so much going for him.
How is this game not over?
Oh god.
What a defense! I take it all back. This Shadow Fiend's
Ah, there it
a
is.
god. He just won.
This Shadow
three
Fiend's a
different
god. He's gonna put that
games.
guy's
I
zinc
know
on.
nothing. God bless this man. He has a basher in his goddamn backpack. Hell yeah! Let's freaking.
I like how
go.
Slacks
This
is
game
more
is not
hyped
over
about
yet.
that than the Shadow Fiend
Buybacks
was. That's very adorable.
Yeah. Like, you think, oh, that's a pretty good play. Well done, Shadow Fiend.
Mhm.
Slacks. Woo!
Let's go!
Let's go.
But seriously though, shame. Adam, if you look at that match back, Adam got really like, every single moment was about how he didn't get the shard, how he didn't get this, and how he lost the lane, and this and that and the other. And then Adestam literally at the end of that match, he basically solo defended when they were hitting. It was like
No.
yeah, it was
The
just-
Jakiro boys, the supports.
No, that
they
Jakiro
always
and
go
Clock was there with
unnoticed.
him. They were there
Yeah.
with him.
Supports always get
gosh.
unnoticed, man. Sag.
It's a Sag life. Hashtag rest in peace supports. Okay.
I'm actually kind of surprised how long it
Yeah.
takes pro players, like how much time it takes them to realize that they can buy items. Like in the previous game, there was a PA in the end of the game with brown boots and like 7K on her. Like
Yeah.
why? It was
Wow.
That
it
was
was so strange.
hilarious.
We didn't know why, but she still had brown boots at the end of the game, and she could have bought anything, like TP boots or anything. I don't know. I kind of
Maybe
got
she was
tilted.
confused. She was like, I don't know what boots to go, man. I'll decide
I was
later
tilted
on.
because like it's happened to me in like 2K games. That shouldn't happen in pro games.
Oh
So
gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
get-
but
remember
maybe
before
she
they
maybe
did-
did it on purpose.
Yeah.
maybe she did
Remember
on purpose to piss me
before-
off. I don't know, but
Yeah, exactly. He was targeting you.
Before they
Yeah, I
added the abandon, like 5-minute no moving abandon rule, remember those people who just sit in Fountain and get Hand of Midas and just sit in game and like Farm Creek with Hand of Midas and Shadow, not Shadow Blade, the Shadow Amulet. Gosh, that was so annoying.
that still
Alright,
happens.
That's a thing?
Let's
Let's
check
go
it
on
out.
next clip.
I believe clip 10 might be interesting. I really want to
Yeah.
see clip 10.
Let's watch it.
Deppy's final
Oh,
round.
outside of this one, he's trying to move away. Soup, he's going to be brought down as well. Once again, in comes Wolf Pluck, and they do manage to a huge amount of damage. He's not dead just yet, and they are able
Ultra
to
kill?
potentially find
Yeah,
him.
this is
Not
a
being
game with the
silent,
PA.
This is the
and they're
rampage.
gonna be able to
I
bring
think
him
so,
down,
yeah.
surely.
I think he got a double rampage.
And a stab on the back line. He's gonna pick
Oh,
up
double!
the rampage from
That's
Deppy. Deppy straight back into this one.
Triple.
Deppy.
Holy
Just
Wow,
PA things,
triple.
honestly.
That's right.
Murder everything now.
Just PA
That's right,
thing.
Piet.
Yeah.
Like bringing
Fuck
out.
Roshan, let's go. Force that
Wow.
buyback. You have the advantage.
Wow,
Double
wow, wow,
buyback
wow, wow,
down. Roshan, fucking 60-minute items. Fuck it. Let's go. End the game. Straight down the
Slacks, bro.
field.
He's like, fuck it.
Oh, no buybacks either.
Slacks has lost it, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
what
dude.
tier 4s? Yeah!
Yeah, he's definitely lost it now.
Well, that is GG, and it is called GG.
He sees the tier
Wow.
4s go in like 2 seconds and he loses his mind.
Victors for one thing.
goes in.
Assist the five.
I'm gonna go straight to the
Oh
next clip
my
because
God.
I actually want to see what this one is.
Oh,
I
piss
haven't
off.
seen it yet.
Piss
Oh,
off.
this
piss
was
off.
this,
Damage.
man.
Lifestealer coming through. They actually Just
This is a
full
mid-low
ulti.
ranger.
Full ulti. But look at that
I love
kill.
early fights
This
more
guy
than late
full
fights
life
for some
like
reason.
lich
They're
over
just
there. The
so.
positioning,
The
like,
late game fights are
simple.
so interesting.
I get it, but it's just because you don't have much going for you in the early game, so it's just good to see how you utilize the jukes,
What are these? What are these?
Ultra
tricks
kill?
the
there?
tangos. Every little thing
Tidebringer
makes a difference
Doing
in
so
the
much
early
work
game.
right now. So
Stuff that
much
doesn't
work.
really
This looks like
apply
it
late
might
game.
just
You
be a
just
triple
gotta
kill.
be there, tank it, and right click. That was actually quite.
That's true. It's true. It's true. I'm glad you were talking over my screaming. I'm really happy. Thank you.
Oh,
This
Yo.
one's gonna be the meme of the century, I think.
Oh gosh.
Well,
you think
at
so?
least for
Let's
the
have a look
SA
then.
scene.
Let's
I
have a
mean,
look.
that is.
Oh, TA's in.
Oh no, Soup. You may have picked a fight you
He's got
can't
the-
win.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
going to
know
be two
what's
shots from that point.
Gosh.
So apparently what Soup tipped, he
Wow.
tipped somebody early in the
got away
game, and
with
now
the
there's
greed,
this is
eh?
like they're tipping revenge.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
at the dark. Yeah.
that's when
a
this
He killed him
hashtag
bottom of
super
decker.
and bicep.
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
see
well,
our trending word? By the way, for those of you who don't know, we had a
Get
poll,
souped.
a secret kind of poll.
get
Soup.
souped.
Our trending word was either skayeet, soup,
no.
or Adam Stam. And it souped with like I think something like 80 votes or something came through. So souped
Soup.
is now the trending word. Andrew is gonna add it on our hashtags for the event. Canal.
We
Definitely
even
gotta
have
post that clip on
hashtags?
Reddit as well. If you see this clip on Reddit, souped, just give it a nice little upvote.
Yeah, just give it a.
Yeah,
All
Cam,
right,
you
and
need to
what-
post this shit on Reddit, man.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
absolutely.
I'm gonna have to like spend like a couple weeks doing a highlight reel because I'm gonna have to edit all of this. I'm gonna be like,
With Slack screaming as well.
No,
Yeah,
sitting there
this
with-
Just make one
we
whole
gotta-
highlight video of just Slacks
of screaming.
we got a few
Yeah.
people that want highlight videos for the last two games, not for
I
like
just want
this
to take
game.
every single
like, the
time
last
Slack
two teams.
screams.
Okay, how about
Every
we
single
leave it to
time
the
he
chat?
screams and just
I will-
like put
Yeah,
him
yeah.
right next to each other, like every single scream. No
You know what?
cuts. It just goes.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat right now, if you send venture tactics, let's say, should we use an email, Andrew? Should we use like an email or something?
Yeah,
If you
there
clip-
is a Venture Tactics
yeah.
email. It's,
What I'll do is this. You guys clip some of the videos. Go through it, see, watch some of the videos if you haven't already, and clip something you think is either funny or a meme. Then you email the link to that clip to Andrew
wait,
at Venture Tactics.
email-
He'll put it.
the link to the clip. Okay, no. It sounded
Email.
like-
Hey, yes.
Or
it's-
what?
it's-
What?
No, you
What should
just
we
got
do
your
then?
sentence. You got your sentence mixed up. That's all.
I'm sure
Okay,
there's
fine.
there's
We-
like an
we
easy
all
way. They
know
can
what's
do
an
that.
easy
Why didn't
way.
they just
Tweet
post
it.
the clips
Tweet
onto
it.
your no?
Tweet
Why don't they
it.
just put
Tweet
the
it.
clips? Listen,
mean,
listen,
like-
listen to me. Cam. Just
This
post
is
the
correct.
clips in the Ventac
Discord.
Discord.
Yes. Okay,
Easy.
Andrew. Okay, the Discord is up. So those of you who don't know, there is a Venture Tactics general Discord. Have a look at that. We'll set up a text channel right at the top for clips. Just post it in
Where-
there. I'll use that to make like a highlights video, and we'll make it fun. We already released like an example I think,
Yeah.
on Facebook with me screaming like a moron. So yeah, in
Pog
chat,
jam, dude.
make your clips, send it through. I'll make it into a video. We'll make it fun. Anyway, what's the last? is
How
there
do
more
they get
videos,
in?
sir?
How do they get into the Discord?
It's
Where's the link?
all of the
Is-
links are on the Twitch. I put the
Okay,
links
so
for our
in the-
Discord
in
right on
the
Twitch.
About
permanent.
section, yes.
Yeah. It's by social links. It's
Mhm,
called
get
Discord.
souped.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called. Yeah,
Alright.
it's get soup. All right. So
Just
what is the
for those
last
who
one?
don't know, the last one is
Yeah.
that's the grand finale, pretty much.
Ooh.
But what's going to happen? He's still interested in this. He's sticking around.
How is he
Let's
running
have
at
him go.
564?
Gosh.
He's doing a bit of good work here to find information. The
Whoa!
vacuum is huge. They get everything, but it's interrupted by the Fisher. Can they turn this one around?
Uh,
Deppy trapped inside. He's trying to get out of harm's way. Baron and Janae beaming down at him. Deppy still alive for a little while. Can he stay alive long enough? The surge is there, but they're just so beautiful
It's
to
just
run him down. They do find that kill. It's a
Fucking
big
sexy.
one.
Oh man.
4-4-1.
Big.
This
There is one more, but for some reason it's not showing up. We can't put it in the.
Oh.
In the
No,
in the
it's
clip.
fine. Just click on the link again. I'll copy paste it. Click onto it inside the chat, inside Watch Together, and then it should bring it
Okay.
straight to the clip section on Thirsted Eyes channel.
Nice. Okay.
I posted the link. It's just not showing up. Oh yeah. We can just watch it there. I guess. Watch it in the.
I guess
on
so. I
Twitch.
guess so. Okay, so then, like, you know what? All in all, I think the clips were pretty nice because almost I think only one of them had like the screaming and the silliness. So it was like generally good clips and some memes. So now here comes the thought over here. Here comes the thought. We're gonna put up a poll and we're gonna get ready. I think shall we do it with no delay, boys? Shall we do it with no delay or shall we do it with a little bit of a delay?
What do you
I
want to
think that
do? What do
I
you wanna
want to
We have
get.
no idea.
I want to get trolls versus elves, a full lobby for the first time in South Africa because I always have to join like 8-man lobbies in Russian and have to go in the background telling me like, no, troll, you need to go left, troll. And like, so I just want to collect, lobby, calm-headed people. I know the irony of what I'm saying.
That's
don't worry.
not gonna happen, man.
Yeah, but chat, we
it
will.
says so.
What we'll do is we'll go to an intermission screen, set it up for you guys. Trolls versus elves. Let's make it. Venture Tactics, Trolls versus elves. You guys.
You guys need to
we'll put it
link
up.
the Venture Tactics Discord, by the way.
Is it not in?
Yeah,
It
just-
should be
just
linked. It
put-
should be linked. If they look under about.
Just send one.
right
Just send
to the
one.
first
You know,
line.
Yeah,
you know how
just-
people are lazy.
Just
Send one.
just send a link
Alright.
in chat.
We'll
as
send
well.
link in chat. We'll send link in chat. It should. Let me just check. Is it
How
called
do I
Discord
do
First to
it?
Die? Oh gosh, let me edit it myself. Hold on,
Invite
hold on.
people. No. This one is
You-
called Venture Tactics. The other one.
Okay. Gotcha.
Edit invite link. Expire. Never.
So
Maximum
guys,
number of races, no.
we're going to have something very chaotic right now because the Venture Tactics Discord, we're going to put, it's the official Venture Tactics, not the tournament Discord. We're going to put the official Venture Tactics Discord on display. And if you guys want to join general, we're going to have trolls versus elves in the lobby. Oh gosh, this is going to be a bad idea. Right, we're going to have trolls versus elves in the lobby.
All I'm saying is don't do stupid shit on that server. Caleb stands at the front door with a shotgun.
Yes. Basically, so
Sure.
this server is the community of Venture Tactics. The tournament side is something a little bit different. And be nice, guys. Like I'm asking you, we're gonna try our best to be. Just come on, guys. Be nice. Be nice. Oh gosh, this is gonna be chaotic. Okay, so we're gonna pause the
So,
stream.
Yeah, that
I
was
gonna
set up
pause the
the,
stream now. You
I set up
the
the lobby, and the password is Ventac, no caps, just Ventac.
Oh.
Okay,